Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Vajrasteji Mataji, nice to see you. Hare Krishna Vaishnav Prabhu, so nice to see you. Dayalu Prabhu, always so sweet, so nice to see you all. Uh,
Nice
Others
to
to
see
join,
you also, Prabhuji.
so nice Prabhu.
After a long
I was
time.
requesting, I know you all are so busy, but still I wanted you to make some time because there won't be a better time to talk to you. So Vaishnav Prabhu or Dayalu Prabhu, one of you can lead us with this one, Gopal Krishna Maharaj pranam prayers, and then we can start off with sharing their memories. Possible, is that okay?
Dayalu Prabhuji, you can start, Prabhuji. Dayalu Prabhuji.
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Kṛṣṇa Dāsa Smrti Gopal Krishna Goswami Nitinam Prabhupadasya Sahityam Ya Prakasa Vitircha Pracharam Kitvan Sadhu Bhagavad Padaya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinam Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauramani Pracharani Visesa Sunyavadi Prasakta Desatani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Bhagavad Maharaj Ki Jai.
Dayalu Prabhu, would you like to start off?
Yes,
Can share your
definitely.
we did a little bit yesterday, but we were not, our thirst is not quenched yet. So we felt that we would like to hear from you all because we are also in the group, and devotees would be like to hear from you all. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for joining. You start off, Prabhu. You can speak in either language; it doesn't matter,
Like
Hindi or English.
whichever language, like whether Hindi
Yeah.
is allowed or
If you can speak only Hindi, you can speak in Hindi. If you can speak both English and Hindi, then English is okay because some of them may not know.
Hindi.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Probably rather I would like to speak in English even
yeah,
because
yeah. Your
there would
English
be
is really good, Prabhu. Yeah. So,
so many devotees who don't know Hindi even. So that's why
yes,
I
yes.
would like to speak in English only.
Sure, Prabhu. Sure.
Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunnilitam Yena Tasmi Sri Anshakapatarubheshya Kripasindhuvescha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Thank you, Prabhuji. Actually, I was desperate to speak about Guru Maharaj because I don't know why in our temple till date we didn't do any glorification session.
Oh,
Other temples like I am listening almost 20 temples I've listened, uh,
yes, yes,
but in
yes.
our temple they didn't do any glorification. So I was very desperate for this.
Yeah.
thank, thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me this
Mm.
opportunity. Thanks a lot. And
Actually, we have been hearing so many wonderful pastimes from different devotees now.
yes,
Entire
Prabhuji,
week was just
now it
filled
is
with,
flooded with now it is flooded with glorification. All the
yeah,
YouTube channels,
yeah.
everything is flooded with the glorification. So we are very
In
fortunate.
Juhu, they were telling, Prabhu, in Juhu, they were telling that in the history of any Vaishnava society for that matter, forget about ISKCON only. This is the first time it has happened like this. Usually, Smrti Sanga is only half a day, might be maximum morning, afternoon, and close. Uh, but this shows how much Maharaj has touched so many souls, so many living entities all over the world. And uh, please go ahead, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Actually, what I can speak about him, he was Prabhupada's man, he was Vaikuntha man, and all the Prabhupada disciples, one devotee was telling once, they are like expert in their respective fields, and if light in that respective field, you will get different kind of lights. Like our beloved Mahavishnu Maharaj was Bhagavatam man, and our Mahavishnu Maharaj and Radha Govinda Maharaj, Srila Radha Govinda Maharaj and Srila Mahavishnu Maharaj are Bhagavatam mans. And they are men, Bhagavatam men, and Srila Radhanath Maharaj, he is community building. Community building, he is expert in that. And all the Prabhupada disciples are experts in different fields. Likewise, our Maharaj was also very expert. He was a Vaikuntha man, sent by Krishna himself because Prabhupada needed him. He was made up of love, compassion, austerity, and so many qualities. First, I met him in 2006. I came in 2006 to ISKCON. Only 15 days, Guru Maharaj was not here in Delhi. He was outside of Delhi. When one lecture, he was giving one lecture. In between, I had some accident. So I was wearing a crepe bandage. So after the lecture, directly he came to me. He asked, what happened? I said, Maharaj, he didn't know me. Because only 15 days, and during those 15 days, he was not there. For the first time, I saw him, and he saw me also. So see, he directly came to me and he said, what happened? I said, Maharaj, I had some accident. So that's why I'm here. He said, see, Delhi's traffic is very, like nowadays, traffic is very rough, and drive carefully. So then whenever he would meet, especially for newcomers, those who come newly to the temple, he is very careful for them. He would give his whole attention to them. Somehow or other, he would attract them by like giving them his special attention. In that way, I was once distributing book in Gurgaon. He came to me and he blessed by tapping on my head. He said, I love this service, you do it. I love this. So also, once he was not there in the temple, he went for his yatra to different countries. When he came back, I was doing like I put one stall for Gurukula because all the IITians had come to Gurukul, and so that's what they needed some advertisement. So I put a sports stall, and I was taking different people's name, number, address, so that I can refer them, and I was briefing them about Gurukul. So Maharaj, whenever he goes, he used to go outside. After coming, he would go to every like corner of the temple. He used to go to every corner of the temple, like Govinda restaurant, book shop, matchless gift shop, and bakery shop, every shop, and also finally he came to my stall. He said, what you are doing? I said, Maharaj, this is a stall for uh, Gurukula. He said, are you from Gurukul? I said, no, Maharaj, I am from base. Base, Mayapur base, which is in front of this temple. He said, okay, then why you are doing this service? I said, Maharaj, because Radha Kant Prabhu is very well known to me and he asked me to do this service. I love Gurukul. You do. You do this service. So I went 1 month different temples to do that sort of service. So he actually he knew how to engage and how to encourage devotees.
Very interesting. Engage and encourage.
Every time he would see doing renderings of service, then he would encourage every time. And if you are given some service, then you must be serious to that service. Once he asked me to join after my marriage, and sorry, Prabhuji, before marriage, like during my initiation, I went to him. He would ask every devotee, what would you like to become? Like after taking initiation, whether you would become a brahmachari or a grihastha. Every devotee, every base devotee especially. I was in base. I don't know whether every devotee knows about base or not. Base is Bhakti Vedanta Academy for Culture and Education.
They all know. They all know. Yes.
So he asked me what you would like to become, because almost like 60% or 70% of base devotees, they say that we would become a brahmachari. But I said, Maharaj, I will become a grihastha. So he was like, he was stunned. He was stunned. He said, why you want to become a grihastha? So I said, Maharaj, my brother is a brahmachari in the temple, and I vowed by touching my father's head that I'll become a grihastha. When I first, after my brother became brahmachari, so my father took that vow from me. So he said, okay then. He asked my brother's name, and he said, then never marry a non-devotee guy. If you face any problem, you come to me. I'll arrange a girl for you. Don't, he said in that way, don't marry a non-devotee girl. If you face any problem, come to me, I'll arrange a girl. And in that way also, he arranged like our marriage is, though my wife, I'm a boy from Odisha, and my wife is a Punjabi girl. So he arranged everything. He arranged everything, and it was arranged by him only. Because in between my mother-in-law went to Maharaj. Maharaj, he is not earning that much by which they can stay smoothly in Delhi. Maharaj said they can manage. Don't worry, they can manage. And moreover, like only 5% gun. You might be knowing
Matching.
match the horoscope, na? Only 5% was matching. So he said, don't worry, go ahead. He said. So now almost like more than 14 years passed, and it is due to his blessing. He said, go ahead. So that's why we are learning a smooth life. No more, nothing is happening to them. So, and then after that, he asked me what you were doing. I was, at that point of time, I was working with L'Oreal sales division. So he said, why don't you come to midday meal? So I said, Maharaj, okay. So he gave the numbers of those midday meal devotees, in charge devotees, those who are leading midday meal. They said, we are overemployed. Maharaj is very compassionate. He always sent devotees. How we can accommodate more devotees? We are overemployed now. So somehow or other, they avoided me. So whenever Maharaj would see me, he would ask, "What happened?" I said, "Maharaj, they are saying in this way. What I can do?" Then Maharaj asked another devotee who is taking care of purchase department in ISKCON Delhi, Panda Prem. Panda Prem, you take care. He should be engaged in midday meal. So Panda Prem Prabhu mailed also. They didn't reply. After that, one day morning, what Maharaj used to do previously, Maharaj used to come to ISKCON Delhi. After Mangalarti, he would come and sit just beneath the wall, and he would chant, and all devotees would pay obeisance, and we would chant also. So Krishna Priya Prabhu Maharaj is like doctor servant. He came to me and put a garland. He said, Maharaj is asking you to meet. So I went to Maharaj. Maharaj said, you come and meet me in the evening. So I was just like shivering. So I asked why that Maharaj has asked me to meet. Would you like to come? She said, because she was more often, she used to go to Maharaj, but uh, before marriage, I was we used to go to Maharaj, but with all the best devotees. Then I went to Maharaj along with my wife. He said, you can speak English. I said, Maharaj, though I'm not that fluent in English, because my mother tongue was Odia, and though I'm not that fluent in English, but I can manage. So he said, Benuma, like Dr. Vivek Mindram,
Yeah,
most of
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
he is leaving. Now he wants to leave his service and he wants to do his own business and all. So you can take over his charges. So I said, okay, Maharaj, you learn from him how he's doing. Though he's very expert in doing fundraising, but you learn from him. I said, okay, Maharaj. So in that way, but I said, Maharaj, like leaders of midday meal, they are not responding to me. He said, now this time I am sending you to Piyush Goyal. Piyush Goyal, Prabhuji, is the present president of our ISKCON Dwarka temple. So he gave his number and he sent me to Piyush Goyal, Prabhuji. So they accommodated me because Maharaj, he was very obedient to Maharaj. I learned from once what Maharaj was giving lecture, and I was sitting. After that, question answer session went on till like quarter to 11. It went on. After that, I also stayed back to take Maharaj darshan. So when he saw me, he asked whether it is off for midday meal today. Why you are here? I said, why you are here? I said, Maharaj, I was listening to your lecture. No, you shouldn't stay here for such long time. You go and do your service. So in this way, he was very particular about if someone is doing service, if someone is assigned with some service and he is not very particular about that service, he would always mark it out and he would always.
Amazing.
So once, we went for Jagannath Puri Yatra. He knew very well that I am from Odisha. So I was paying obeisances. He just asked me to come to him, come nearer to him. Then he said, when you are going back, Yatra is going on, and he's asking me when you are going back, because he knew that I will stay back at home and I won't go back very soon.
You won't go back.
So he was asking me when you are going back, why you are here. So in this way, he would always like.
It's a crime to ask Orion to leave Jagannath Puri and go back.
Yes.
Just joking, Prabhu. I mean, how much they are attached to Jagannath Ji now. Even if they are not devotees, they are attached to Jagannath actually.
Yes.
Even they eat fish, egg, whatever, still they will be attached to Jagannath. Amazing, Prabhu. So Maharaj found a girl for you. He found the job for you. Only thing that is pending is house,
Everything. My life is only like he, how by his blessing, by his compassion, my life is running. I'm running my life. It is only his blessings only. And also, like, if you do some service, something during service, because by his mercy only, by his blessings, I went to someone and I asked for 1 crore rupees for midday meal. Then he asked, and Prabhuji, wherever I go, my work is any big sort, like any industrialist or any entrepreneur. My work is to glorify Prabhupada and to Guru Maharaj. That I used to do everywhere. Wherever I go, I would do that thing only. What Prabhupada did and how he established what sort of like pain and austerity he took to
How much established?
establish the ISKCON, and how our Prabhupada disciples and Guru Maharaj is running. So he was so impressed. He asked if I would establish a kitchen, midday meal kitchen, what would be the expense? So I said it is almost 10 crores because 1.5 acres of land, 4 crores of construction, and almost 5 crores of running expenses and all the equipments and all. He said, I'm ready to do. You see, I have a place in Jaipur. I'm ready to do. You just go and see the place. So it was very nearer to our Jaipur temple. So then he started, and it was inaugurated. So Maharaj was so happy by that service. Whenever he used to go to Kurukshetra and Yamunanagar, he said that to my devotees, they are doing very nice service in midday meal. You go, Govind Krishna, nowadays GKD is very famous.
Yeah.
GKD is a very famous guy. He used to, Maharaj sent, actually Maharaj asked his father Sakshi Gopal Prabhuji that send Govind to work under him, work under me. So he worked in midday meal. And Jamunanagar President's son, Manpreet Prabhu, he also worked. Because we render such a small service because of his his blessings and his compassion. So he used, wherever he would go, Maharaj would take our name. And once only I went to Ludhiana Rath Yatra. There he would introduce, almost like I saw almost 20-25 devotees. He would ask, he is from Odisha. He is from Odisha. he introduced so many devotees. He is from Odisha. So, and also his love, his compassion is that much. My mother, she came here for her knee replacement. So Maharaj, because my brother used to take Maharaj in his vehicle to for morning walk to different parts. So in between, my brother told Maharaj that my mother come and she will go through she would undergo operation knee replacement. So Maharaj detail, he asked every detail. What would be the cost? What is the who is the doctor? And every detail he would take. After that, when knee replacement done, he asked me and my brother whether it was smooth, whether it is completed, whether it was successful or not. Everything he took all the details. So this is how, because we are very insignificant. We are rendering no service before. There are so many devotees, Monupa Prabhuji, Rukmani Krishna Prabhuji, and so many of his senior devotees are there, Amangila Prabhuji, and so many senior devotees are there. In comparison to them, we are rendering no service at all. But he's so concerned that his love is such. Every time he would meet me, he just touch my, and his touching is such so blissful and so loving. That touch I can never forget. I can never forget his touch. And he would ask, Thiko, whether you are everything is right. And then he would ask, come and meet me. Meet me in Ishtap Kailash temple. So I would, every time he asked, I would call up Ajay Gaurang Prabhu, his servant. Prabhuji, Maharaj has asked to meet him. Whether what time, can you give me some appointment? He says, Maharaj, whosoever he meets, he says that come and meet. So,
That's the difficult challenges of the personal servants,
so maximum times he doesn't give time. But
Yeah.
now I think that I could have taken more of his association, and he has personally given me two instructions: do some fundraising and preaching.
Fundraising and preaching. Yeah.
Do some fundraising and preaching, and read Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. At least one sloka daily. At least one sloka daily. So he would never pressurize, or if like he knew that if he'll give more assignment, if he says one chapter daily, then I can't obey. So he always simplify his instructions, simplify
Those
his
are
instructions.
limitations also.
At least because he knew that Kali Yuga Jiva, so he won't be able to read more. So at least one sloka daily, and do preaching. And so in this way, Prabhuji, he was like his love, his affection, his compassion for every living entity. As we heard so many things about him, and what sort of austerity and detachment, because we heard that how he rejected his BMW car. Devotees collected a BMW, like purchased a BMW car for him. He rejected that. He asked that how I can go to beg people from people with a BMW car. I am having a BMW car and I am begging from them that give me money. So what they will think of me? And moreover, so many of my god brothers, they don't have even car even. So what they will think? My god
How
brothers,
much sensitive, huh? How much sensitive is Maharaj really?
he is very sensitive all the time. Every time he was sensitive. Another thing, one devotee was telling that one devotee last year only, one devotee came to him and came to one of his servant and told that I only meet Maharaj and pay my obeisance, then I will come back. So he allowed that he is going to only for obeisance. So he allowed. Then that devotee for 15 and 20 minutes he was talking with Maharaj. My family, this is running, and my in my so that servant of Maharaj came and directly in front of Maharaj he scolded. Prabhu, you told to only pay my obeisances to Maharaj. Now you're up since 20 minutes you are talking with Maharaj. Maharaj has not taken rest. What is this? How come you can come anytime and disturb Maharaj? So that devotee said sorry and he went away. When he went away, Maharaj told, see, this is not the way. There are so many concerns. They are coming to me. And you people are so rough with devotees. What they will think of me? Be polite, be cordial with devotees. This is not the way. The way you are in front of me, the way you are dealing with devotees. So this is what was there in his heart. He always like I personally went to Maharaj at 11 p.m. Once there was some problem in my family, I went to him and 11 p.m. he gave his darshan. He sorted out all my problems. I was asking him that I want to go back to Odisha because I have some family problem. Maharaj, I can't stay daily. If you would permit me, then I want to go back to Odisha. He said no, sorry. He knew that I'll go.
I was so worried that if you go to Odisha, you will not come back.
So he knew everything. So he said,
So nice, Prabhu.
sir, here.
So nice.
But
Prabhu, I think the amount of experience you have and the amount of the realizations you have, you need to have dedicated half a day for you only. So much
Sorry,
you have.
Prabhuji, I took so much of time.
No,
And
I'm not telling about the time. No, don't take it that way. I'm just telling that so much you have, you can wait and hear all the lectures for me. Frankly speaking, I'm not. There is no any hidden this thing there. Sense there.
no other
Actually,
devotees
so
are
much,
there.
so
Prabhuji.
so sweet to hear
Everyone
from you.
having,
What I
everyone
will,
is having.
no, what we will do, no, what we will do, it's not that one person speaks and he gets quiet. Maybe, when we come around, we can also share more if possible.
Yes,
That is
Prabhuji.
always there.
Actually, everyone
Because
is
it's a
having.
small, we're in the
With
close group and we
Vrajshaki
know each
if
other.
you would ask
Yeah.
Vrajshaki Mataji the same amount of
Yeah. She
like
has so much
outburst,
culture to share.
same amount of outburst of like emotion should come out from her mouth, from Vaishnapriya Damodar Prabhu's mouth,
Vaishnav
from
Prabhu will have loads
Prabhu's mouth,
actually to share.
because he was having same amount of reciprocation to each
But the
and
beauty
every.
here, Prabhu, the beauty here, you know what, is that it's not that your experience alone is your experience. Others' experience also is your experience. That was I was
Yes, yes,
telling
Prabhuji, definitely.
earlier also in our group in the yesterday's discussion also, that the beauty about spiritual association, especially that with pure devotees and spiritual masters, no, that suppose I have an incident and I share it with you, it becomes your incident also, your experience also.
Yes, Prabhuji.
If I tell my father gave me this, my mother did me this, that will not become your experience. They will say it's your father, your mother. But because spiritual masters and pure devotees, they cut across the mundane limitations, no? That is why even suppose we see something, we say something about Prabhupada, it encourages everybody. Suppose I tell about what you were telling, no, every incident I can map to similar thing in Mahavishnu Maharaj. Same thing you told about only 5% matching, no? In my this thing also, one of my godbrothers is from Yugoslavia and is a Muslim body. But because he has heard from Maharaj, he wanted to. He found one girl, but he wanted to have a check of his horoscope. Maharaj said, "Why do you need to do this thing?" No, Maharaj, you have told you about Vedic system and all. I want to follow the Vedic system. But you are not born in the Vedic region. It's Yugoslavia where you are following. Still, he said, "Okay, you give it to Kalacakra. He will find some astrologer for you." He gave his date of birth and time, and the other girl's date of birth, the fiance's date of birth and time. So I gave it to my father, and my father showed to one of the local Sri Vaishnava astrologer here, and he matched the two, and he called my father again, and he threw both the horoscopes in front of me. I have not seen such a worse match anywhere, any time in my life. Don't even come with such horoscopes anymore. And he gave it back. My father hesitatingly told me this. And I didn't know how to tell this to my friend. He's in Yugoslavia. But I still told him. He said, "Oh, is it so? Okay, then I will ask Maharaj." Then he asked Maharaj, Maharaj, what should I do? Then Maharaj directly asked him, "Do you like that girl?" "Yes, Maharaj." "Does the girl like you?" "Yes, Maharaj." "What does your Paramatma say?" He said, "Maharaj, I think we should go ahead. You just go ahead, man. Forget about all this horoscope and all that. Now they are 15, 20 years married, 2 children, and they are very nice. Both of them are doctors. No problems. Rest means problems there, but I mean to say that kind of a level where in separation and all that. They're so happy. The
Same with
children are
us,
growing.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Same with us.
And this
Only
is
five gunas match, and
actually, you know what, Prabhu? Funny thing is that person gave in his horoscope that fire boxes and all they put, right. In the bottom, they put some statement, some slogan kind of a thing they put, right, normally in the letter pad. So in that, where they put the horoscope, right? So in that, they have given that Guru's Kripa is there, then there is no need of checking horoscope, or the horoscope things may not work the way we predict. Then when Guru's interference, when spiritual master's interference is there, then all these predictions may not hold good.
With five
So this
gunas
is the beauty.
matching, Prabhuji, with 5 gunas matching, Prabhuji's and Mataji's, and they are such a nice couple, fully engaged in Krishna consciousness. Both the daughters are, I mean, so such a matlab, great devotees, and whole family is such a wonderful family, devotee family, and like the Lord
has
says na कि
answered.
कौनते प्रति जाना ही नामे भक्त प्रणश्यति. जब गुरु महाराज ने बोल दिया तो जो सारे जो गुण इत्यादि वो सारे मतलब धरे के धरे रह गए, because a pure Vaishnav has given you the blessings to go ahead. So that is what ultimately matters.
Once what happened, no, Prabhu, we had to do Graha Pravesh in our flat we got in Bangalore. So we were before that we were renting in a rented place. We had to move all our stuff to this place, and we had to do that housewarming ceremony. So I talked to one of our ISKCON Pujari only in Bangalore. He said, I told Prabhu, Balram Jayanti is coming, so I would prefer to do it on Balram Jayanti. He said, Balram Jayanti is good, Prabhu, but the day is not auspicious. It is Tuesday. We are not supposed to go. So you will do it 1 week later. I am going out of session. You come 1 week later, we will do that. I asked Maharaj, this our devotee checked the dates and all, and he told like this, that what should we do, Maharaj? But I can't stay in that house for 1 week more. I've already told the last date. Then Maharaj just, it was a phone call. Maharaj said, he said, okay, Kalacakra, what is the guarantee that you will be alive for 1 more week? What is the guarantee that you will be alive for 1 more week? He said, when you are alive, only you do this thing, man. Don't do all these things. Auspicious, this thing and all. He said, do enough kirtan, do enough prasad distribution. That will, vanquish all this apashagunas or all those things that will be destroyed immediately. You just have to. And there is quoted from Bhagavatam Prabhu, Shukracharya statement. मंत्रतः तंत्रतः छिद्रम देश कालार्घवस्तुतः सर्वं करोति निश्चिद्रम अनुसंकीर्तनम तव. Whatever a person may do in terms of mantras, tantras, etc., there is always some imperfections. But all these imperfections become perfect simply by doing Anusankirtanam, Krishna Sankirtanam. So very practical, Prabhupada is practical, our Maharajas are also practical, how nice it is. So nice, Prabhu. Actually, for everything that you are telling, if I start telling, then nobody else will get a chance to speak. So I would like to curtail myself. And Vaishnapriya Prabhu, can you please start your Prabhu's nectar, please?
Om Gyan Timran Jnana Shalakya Chakshuru Shri Guru Namaha. Gurve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. So, Prabhuji, it would have been our good fortune अगर हमें आपसे सुनने का मौका मिलता अभी. Thank you for giving us a chance to speak. And for the last 1 week, we are hearing the glories of our Guru Maharaj, the great Vaishnava. And now we can realize कि if we had heard these glories earlier, तो हमारा जो commitment था वो गुरु के प्रति और ज़्यादा हो जाता है ना. And एक्चुअली जो मटेरियल वर्ल्ड है इसमें जो विरह है वो तो केवल इट्स ए कॉज ऑफ दुख ओनली है ना. when one departs and one sees from the material point of view, but from the spiritual point of view, if we see, then when a Vaishnava goes, that virah is there, but at the same time we have that feeling of anand also, that such a great personality, such a great exalted Vaishnava has gone back in the service of the Lord to his abode, Lord's abode. So, and moreover, that feeling of that mixed feeling is there. And for the last 1 week, we are hearing from the Vaishnavas continuous 4 hours recording of glorification of Guru Maharaj. We also had yesterday evening 2 hours in our temple. A group of devotees they had. Today again in our Ashray class we had glorification of Guru Maharaj. And although that dukh is there, that virah feeling is there, but that anand anubhuti that is also there when we hear about such exalted Vaishnavas. So this is the quality of Krishna consciousness. जो दिव्यता है Krishna consciousness की कि विरह में भी आनंद की अनुभूति है ना, which is otherwise absent in this material world. When someone leaves this world, they just cry and cry, है ना. So we have this Vaishnava song, Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Karo Ai Dase, Krishna Pe Kahati Hina, Sakal Sahane Bala Diya Kar Nij Mane Sprahahina. So Param Pujya Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, actually the qualities being talked about in this of the Vaishnavas in this Vaishnava Geet, he actually lived those qualities. If we see, Anna, and like in this song, the first stanza, this Kripa Bindu Diya Karo Ida से, तो क्या बोल रहे हैं कि जो ये क्वालिटीज हैं, हम देखते हैं कि जो परम पूज्य गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज इन क्वालिटीज को धारण करके, मतलब ही वाज लिविंग his life and he was making all of us Krishna conscious, है ना. तो
Yes.
सड़क पर पड़े हुए तिनके से भी हीन समझने की योग्यता प्रदान करे, है ना. कृपा तृणापेक्षा अतिहीन एंड सब कुछ सहने की शक्ति प्रदान करे, सकल सहने बल दिया करे एंड देन भौतिक इच्छाओं से मुक्त करें, है ना. Then these qualities actually, if one imbibes in oneself, then he can really advance in spiritual life. And we see that Guru Maharaj exhibited all these qualities and other qualities also, like giving respect. If we seen that song, giving respect to everyone and not expecting that respect from others. So these are the qualities which Maharaj is had, and he exhibited all those qualities. And if we just contemplate on those qualities, then we can really advance in our spiritual life, है ना. That जैसे हमारे रूप गोस्वामी पाद ने भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु दिया ना, और शील भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर पाद ने भक्ति रसामृत सिंधु बिंदु, है ना. So if we accept even that drop of those qualities, है ना, if we contemplate on those qualities, है ना, and then we can really advance in our spiritual life. So such an exalted Vaishnavas Guru Maharaj. And I was in a mood कि मैं प्रभु जी से सुनूंगा, जिस कालचक्र प्रभु जी से सुनने का अवसर मिलेगा, तो मैं ज्यादा नहीं बोलूंगा. तो जैसे ये टॉलरेंस की बात हुई थी, मेरे जो पर्सनल तो बहुत थोड़े थोड़े गुरु महाराज के साथ के हैं, उनको भी मैं बोलूंगा, लेकिन जो टॉलरेंस की क्वालिटी हम देखते हैं गुरु महाराज की, which I am listening for last 7 days, so everyone will talk about the tolerance of Guru Maharaj and all these qualities. So like Pancharatna Prabhuji, this Pancharatna Prabhu was telling in his remembrance कि कैसे when this Radhaparthasarthi, when the construction was, Radhaparthasarthi temple construction was going on, and that land was not issued, and he was saying, like Indira Gandhi had mentioned, that this area will not be given for any construction activity, and it will remain a green belt, है ना. So when because Guru Maharaj wanted many temples to come up in Delhi, like Srila Prabhupada ji has told to construct at least 12 temples in Delhi NCR region. Although we have now more than that, we have almost 1.5, 2 times of that at present. So that land was not being issued, and when Guru Maharaj met the officials, and they said, "You already have a temple in Vrindavan and some other places also. Why do you want one more temple here? And moreover, this land has not to be allotted to anybody. And moreover, I have heard," that official said, "Moreover, I have heard that you people do some suspicious activities at Vrindavan. You have CIA agents there, something like that." And Guru Maharaj ji didn't reacted, and he simply said, no, there is nothing like that. But if you say something, what we can do to get that, we will do that. So he said, he go and bring NOC from DM there, from Mathura, Vrindavan temple you have. So Mathura used to come under, see, Vrindavan used to come under Mathura district, I think. So he went there, he met the DM, and DM was, I mean, he humiliated him, said bad words also. Prabhuji was with him, Pancharatna Prabhu. Pancharatna Prabhu said, I felt like give him a box on his face, the DM. But, and later on, he even told Guru Maharaj that I didn't like the way he talked to you. And Guru Maharaj said, no, you have to tolerate for this Prabhupada's mission. And if you want to do something, and you have to be very tolerant. Like he was exhibiting these qualities. Anna. So then they came back, and Maharaji returned to Delhi, and that DM in that week later came to the temple, and uh, he probably saw Pancharatna Prabhu, and he asked, where is that sannyasi who came for that permission? So he said he has returned to Delhi. He said, you can ask him to come and take NOC from us. We will give you NOC. So this is the way that how by his darshan, love matra sadhu sanga sarva siddhi hai. The DM, I mean, he had the darshan of Maharaj, and the Paramatma inside him, he inspired him to.
Actually, the behavior also, no, Prabhuji. Maharaj was so humble that even though
Yes,
he was talking bad words, he said, we just folded hands and he said, please tell me what I should do to do this. Anything that you tell, I will do. Right?
yes,
When Maharaj said like that, and moreover, he's being a sannyasi, now definitely it has its impact. Maharaj's purity has its impact, right? Maharaj is teaching
yes,
by that so nicely.
yes, yes.
And these people are like district magistrate and all these people. They are not ordinary people. They are like as good as Gundas only sometimes.
Yeah, they have a
Uh,
huge inflated egos, na?
yeah,
And
yeah. And envy
so,
also. Envy is also there. They
yes,
don't like.
envious also. And we have another example of his tolerance, that when Prabhupada ji had left after completing his Leela here, and Maharaj, Guru Maharaj was slapped by one of the god brothers, and his belongings were thrown outside, and he was asked to leave. And Maharaj straightway went to Radha Damodar temple, and the persons there, they welcomed him. They said, "Ki, doesn't matter, you stay here," because the news had reached them before Maharaj reached there. And they said, "Ki, you take evening class also today." And they thought he will have something ill feeling for the God brothers. But Maharaj ji in the evening lecture, he went on glorifying the God brothers. And
Of course, yeah.
when this news reached them, and I mean, they really, I mean, Paramatma again in everybody's heart. So they brought back Maharaj, and uh, see this
Amazing.
this this quality, this tolerance quality. We can see that even when Sundar Gopal Prabhuji was glorifying Guru Maharaj, and Sundar Gopal Prabhu studied from IIT Delhi, and on completing his education from IIT Delhi, he joined ISKCON. He was later he joined ISKCON, but he did job for some time. And when he was about to join full time, he went to Maharaj, and he asked Maharaj, "Ki Maharaj, what one? Tell me in a nutshell one thing that I should adopt so that I stay in ISKCON, and uh, I stay in ISKCON." And Guru Maharaj told him that tolerance, you have to develop that tolerance, and this tolerance will make you stay in ISKCON. So Maharaj ji didn't only said this, actually he lived that. And this is one of the qualities, and I would not speak further. We can see all the qualities, whether it is the 26 qualities mentioned in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, or Karunika, that shloka, or Maharaj had all those qualities which he lived. And that's why जो आज हम देख रहे हैं कि जो प्रेम भक्तों को देना और वो सब क्वालिटीज को अपने अंदर लेकर के जीना, है ना, जो वो चीज थी वो भक्तों के हृदय को उनकी पर्सनल डीलिंग्स ने भी टच किया महाराज. जो पर्सनल डीलिंग्स, it touched everybody's heart, and the qualities he lived with, that again that touched everybody's heart. तो हम ये देखते हैं कि उसके कारण से महाराज is so popular among all the devotees worldwide, है ना. तो
one thing I realized was while talking.
So I pray
See,
all the
normal-
devotees that you pray ki I also imbibe even a drop of those qualities, so that I keep staying in bhakti and I can do some service. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
You are also
Hare Krishna.
exalted, Prabhu. So
Sarva
one
Pranam.
thing, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So one thing it just occurred to me when you were talking that see sometimes devotees question why Gopal Krishna Maharaj is giving so many initiations, Jayaprakash Maharaj is giving so many initiations. Do they remember all of them? If they are not connecting with them, how they will be able to maintain all those things? See, normally somebody, if they are doing it for name and fame. Suppose say that is the people like all these other sampradayas, they just do initiate the mass and they do it for name and fame. If it was like that, do you think the glorifications which are heartfelt from the heart, every glorification is coming from the heart? Anybody who is speaking, it's going on and on for 6 days, not only in one place, but in so many places around the world. How is it possible? It is only because of the purity. If he is doing it only for, say, I want followers, I want this, I want to bring more, then they would have just left and gone, like caught hold of the wealth, or all these, others who are like running after the wealth and fame and name. Because Maharaj was Karunya, full of Karunya, like Amagila proposed telling jokingly that he would fail. I don't know how many people were failed by him in Dwarka. He said 60% of the people are failed. He will just, you are not telling Pranam Bharta, all right, you just, you will come later. No, I will not take you forward. Maharaj was telling, thoda to daya karo, like that, I mean, see, Maharaj is so, so much karunya he has that Amaprela proposed telling that it's all because of his karunya that we are all together. And how nice it is, you see, that Maharaj is, he, every single thing you take, Vaishnava etiquettes, Vaishnava Sanga, relationship with God brothers, or any other, forget about his God brothers, even others. He will take care of them so nicely, respect them so nicely. Just one second.
And Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji is strong. बीच में प्रभु जी की आवाज टूट गई थी.
Yes, Prabhuji. No. I am just
like Prabhuji, you are saying why they are why they are accepting so many disciples. Like we see that Prabhuji was telling that Maharajji's health was not at all good, and he was struggling to go to Dehradun, but still he wanted to go there. His secretary, he said, Maharaj, your health is not good. You can take this session through YouTube also, online also. But Maharaj said, I have invited them all. And moreover, what will they say when I will go to Chandigarh to initiate, to accept the disciples? Because Diksha ceremony was planned planned in Chandigarh. And after a few days, after sixth and seventh, so Maharaj said, what will people say that to accept disciples, he can go there, but for this meeting or this opening ceremony, he cannot come here. So he wanted to set an example, always thinking of these things, कि एक अच्छा आदर्श कैसे स्थापित करूं, मतलब हमेशा उनके दिमाग में ये था कि मतलब क्योंकि जो आचार्य है ना अपने आचरण से सिखाते हैं, तो महाराज
आचरण।
वांटेड एवरीवन टू सी थ्रू हिज आचरण की कैसे हमें करना चाहिए। तो इसलिए अगर महाराज की क्वालिटीज का इवन इफ 1%, 0.1%, if we contemplate on those qualities and if we accept them in our life, so really it can change the direction of our spiritual life.
True, Prabhu. True, very true, Prabhu. See, this is where I found Maharaj is so sensitive. Really, today I was evening Pushabhishek, I was there in the temple, in Chennai temple. One of the devotees, I think is Radhanath Maharaj disciple, yes. And he told me that he used to meet Maharaj in Jalandhar, Ludhiana, and all. When he had to go for work. This was much earlier, like quite a few years ago. He was telling that late in the night, at 11 o'clock in the night also, then Maharaj will just serve a plate with some all different dishes. He will, during that time also, one group will be coming to meet with Maharaj because there will be some misunderstandings. One group will come and tell their problems, others will come and tell to pour their problems. Maharaj will just take one spoon each in each of the items and ask them to take it away, and then I'll call one group. They will come and pour out 1 hour all their problems. And then another group, next group will be waiting outside to tell their problems. And Maharaj was so patiently hearing all these people's thing, and he was always a conflict manager. He was always sort out problems with the two groups conflicting. Now, the very interesting thing that we were talking about is that she is such a great Mahabhagavata. It's true with many senior Vaishnavas also, right? Because spiritual masters actually. If only we had taken some time off to remove all these misunderstandings or clear all these misunderstandings ourselves, we could have got a lot more Bhagavatam realizations from them. Instead of spending their time in sorting out problems between two groups and hearing all their problems and then talking and all that, we could have done a better. We could have made use something better, and that is why Rukmini Krishna Prabhu towards the end said very nice point that the hospital from in which Maharaj left his body is called Synergy Hospital. He told that point very nicely, that synergy means cooperation. When everybody come together for a single common purpose, then the sum of all is much more than just the multiplication of each one of those things. So it actually implies cooperation in a positive mood. Cooperation is in the positive mood. So this is actually what all our spiritual masters are striving for. But I was telling him that I'm telling my own, this one is Mahavishnu Maharaj also, so Jayapataka Maharaj, anybody you take, there is no one who is devoid of these kind of clashes or misunderstandings they had to sort out. So I was just thinking that from their point of view, what would be their view of our what do you call condition, the platform we are in, or our consciousness, whatever. They would be thinking that they may not be able to say, they may not be saying this because we don't know how we will take it, right? They may be thinking that, see, I gave you initiations, whoever is coming to him for solving problems. I gave you initiations so that you will go and solve others' problems, right? Means you should be out of the material modes. Problems are there because of the modes. So instead of you being in modes and preaching to others, don't be in the modes, if you yourself are out of the modes, then you would be able to solve others' problem like how I am solving others' problem. Isn't this what they would be thinking about? What for they are giving initiation for? That I have 10,000 disciples, I have 50,000. Is that the reason they are giving initiations first for? Or that for us to be proud that hey, I got initiation from so and so Maharaj? Unless and until I'm telling this for myself also. I'm not telling this to anybody else. I'm not speaking like it's everywhere. It is there in our movement. I'm just thinking. It just came to me when we were talking one-on-one with other devotee who also shared this angle. It's there in any group you take. There's always be something or other that will come. So that mutually solving the problems with a bit of maturity. That is what they are teaching. Like how Vaishnava Prabhu so nicely said that the same devotee who chastised him and fired him and sent him out of the temple. And Maharaj is going and glorifying him in the class in the Radha Damodar temple and the same. How is it possible to do that? Right? That is the kind level of Krishna consciousness, that devotional service and consciousness that which Maharajas want to develop in us. That's why we don't. When our Bhagavatam Maharaj used to say that Bhagavatiya way, Bhagavata Bhagavatiya. Whoever is following Bhagavata is a Bhagavatiya. So when we follow the Bhagavatam principles and we become Bhagavatiyas, we will deal with everybody in a nice, loving and brotherly, sister, whatever, that nice way, in a family relationship. Then there won't be any such thing. And I really feel so blessed, Vaishnava Prabhu, Dayalu Prabhu, Prahlad Prabhu, Rajashri, all of you. I really told Sansarpati Prabhu that invite you all because it would be so nice to hear from you all. I'm so happy that such nice realizations you are all sharing. Thank you so much for that, Prabhu. I think we can move on to Rajashri Mataji. Mataji is so she had to take care of her household things and should not be too late also. So Mataji, thank you so much for joining in, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I hope I am audible. Can
you are
hear me
Mataji.
clearly? Okay.
You are Mataji.
Srila Bhagavad Pad ki jai. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Prabhuji, I'll speak in English and Hindi both because I feel comfortable in that.
Yeah, everybody will understand.
It is really a tough time for all of us because we lost our eternal father. Eternal father means कि हम इस जन्म से तो उनके साथ संबंध नहीं है, कई जन्मों से संबंध है, तभी उन्होंने हमें इस जन्म में एक्सेप्ट किया है. अगर किसी का फिजिकल बॉडी का फादर जाता है तो ही में क्राई फॉर फ्यू इयर्स, है ना, कि या मेरे पिताजी के साथ मैंने 25 साल बिताए, या गर्ल है तो वो 18, 19, 25 साल तक रहेगी. बट फॉर अस हमने वी डोंट नो हमने हाउ मेनी पास्ट लाइव्स वी एक्चुअली स्पेंड विद गुरु महाराज. तभी गुरु महाराज हमें सिर्फ देखने से ही हमारे अंदर और बाहर का सब पहचान लेते थे. He has the X-ray eyes. So many devotees have said he has X-ray eyes, and he sometimes said to devotees, I know you more than you know yourself.
Yeah.
Only a father who is eternally accepting a child for so many lifetimes can actually understand the real mentality of the child. और अभी it is really tough time. हम सब लोगों ने एकदम, because Maharaj fell down so many times, 3-4 times in last 1 or 2 years. So some even Dasakar Prabhuji was saying कि everyone taken it granted that Maharaj fell down and he recovered. He fell down and recovered. This time also, most of the devotees are thinking that he fell down, and even I feel like Guru Maharaj also feeling the same time, because after falling down, he didn't tell anyone, and for 3 to 4 hours he was in his room only. After 3-4 hours, when he feel a severe pain, and after that only he realized that it is actually time to go to hospital. So means we are taking it as granted. Granted. And this mentality of taking it granted, I learned that we all should take our bodily diseases so seriously. है ना, ऐसा नहीं है कि हम इसको grant. Mostly devotees have the tendency that we should go on, Krishna will take care. है ना, तो बट ये जो चीज है ये हमको अब थोड़ा सा सीरियसली लेना पड़ेगा by the learning of Guru Maharaj, that whenever you fell down or you have some disease or something, just take it seriously, because you are actually in depth with Guru Maharaj. Your body is now no more yours. And at the day we take initiation, our body is actually, we have taken a loan कि ये body हमें loan पे दे दीजिए, and we are utilizing this body for the सर्विस ऑफ शिला प्रभुपाद। अब कोई चीज लोन पे लिया और उसका ध्यान नहीं रख रहे हैं तो फिर वो बॉडी वापस ले ली जाएगी। So we should take care this learning from this incident. One more thing I want to tell that our Guru Maharaj was Manjari Bhav. Normally people run and Radha Kundan said we are taking initiation for Manjari Bhav and all. So how we actually understand this? एक Prabhu ji the, he is president of Tirupati temple. He shared a very nice pastime of Guru Maharaj. He said ki once Guru Maharaj was in Tirupati for
Revati Raman Prabhu.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. He said once he was in Tirupati temple bureau meeting. There was some festival also. So there were Ashta Sakhis in that temple in Tirupati. ISKCON temple. So Maharaj went there and he said कि महाराज आप तो जब भी किसी मंदिर में जाते हैं immediately you go for मंगला आरती, है ना, मंगला आरती you perform आरती in the altars, but आप 2 दिन से यहाँ हैं, आप नहीं जा रहे हैं अंदर नहीं जा रहे, you are not taking this, है ना. So but Maharaj replied, I am afraid of gopis. Then he said, Manjaris are under the service of Radha Rani and they are not in direct service of gopis. So they are always afraid of gopis. Manjari, those who are Manjaris, they are under directly to the Radha Rani and gopis are taking care of all these activities. So Manjaris are afraid of Radha Rani. So he said, मंजरी भाव ही था गुरु महाराज का. गुरु महाराज मंजरी ही थे, तभी कौन कहता है कि आई एम अफ्रेड ऑफ गोपीज. तो हमें कहीं रन करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि हमें मंजरी भाव के लिए कहीं जाना है. गुरु महाराज हमें मंजरी भाव देकर गए हैं दीक्षा में, है ना. जो बोलते हैं कि ISKCON में मंजरी भाव नहीं दिया जाता है, तो दिस इज अ लाइव एग्जांपल कि हमारे गुरु महाराज मंजरी भाव में थे, हमें कहीं रन करने की जरूरत नहीं. गुरु महाराज was born in 1944, है ना. So this is almost 80 years. So what I 80 years, almost 80 years. But I connected that Srila Prabhupada went to America in the age of 70s. तो वो 10 साल के अंदर, almost 7-8 years के अंदर प्रभुपाद ने इतने सारे वहाँ पे temples बनाए. If we recall our Maharaj last 10 years after 78. तो महाराज ने भी लास्ट 10 years में ही बहुत सारे टेम्पल्स के इनॉग्रेशन,
बहुत सारे टेम्पल्स,
है ना. इट इज द सेम पावर that Srila Prabhupada had in the age of 70.
Definitely.
The same power, the same energy Guru Maharaj
and add to the book distributions also.
Book distribution, yes. गुरु महाराज और मेरा रिलेशन, आई कैन नॉट से कि मेरा एक गुरु शिष्य का रिलेशनशिप था. मैं उनको एक फादर ही मानती थी एंड ही नोज. मैं उनके मुंह पे ही बोल देती थी कि आप तो मेरे इटर्नल फादर हैं, nobody can stop me meeting you. Even Dasavtar Prabhuji knows when I go to his office, he said, माता जी आप बैठ जाइए, आपको बता देंगे. मैं कहा ओके प्रभु जी मैं बैठी हूँ, मेरे को पिताजी से मिलना है. और पता नहीं, आई डोंट नो हाउ गुरु महाराज नोज कि दैट समवन हु इज सिटिंग हियर, और महाराज बोलते थे कौन है उसको बिठा दो यहाँ पे अंदर. मतलब तो मेरे लिए वही सेटिस्फेक्शन होता है कि मैंने अपने गुरु के दर्शन कर लिए हैं. दैट इज इनफ फॉर मी. कुछ ज्यादा बोलने की जरूरत नहीं, क्योंकि वो तो देखने से ही समझ लेते हैं. I want to tell you one incident. सबको हंसी आएगा क्योंकि एक बच्चे की तरह मैं महाराज से बात किया करती थी. कि बच्चा होता है ना, जैसे कि कोई चीज के लिए अंडरस्टैंड नहीं कर रहा है तो वो कहता था. When I was फर्स्ट टाइम, मेरा जो फर्स्ट इंटरेक्शन था महाराज का वो मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी. जबकि मैं ISKCON में जुड़ी थी तो मैं महाराज के ही लेक्चर से जुड़ी थी. आई केम टू जन्माष्टमी वन डे बिफोर जन्माष्टमी इवेंट. तो वो महाराज का लेक्चर होता था जन्माष्टमी से पहले, है ना. तो जब मैं पहली बार महाराज से मिली, दैट वाज इन राधा पारसारथी टेम्पल हॉल. तो जिस दिन महाराज का व्यास पूजा था इन द ईयर ऑफ 2000 I think 6, है ना. That day मेरे जहाँ जॉब करती थी, those people are not Krishna conscious, they are not devotees, they didn't give me छुट्टी for Janmashtami, they didn't give छुट्टी for Prabhupada Jayanti. बट उसके बाद आया गुरु महाराज का व्यास पूजा। तो मैं तो अभी 21 साल हुआ था इस्कॉन में जुड़ी थी, मेरे भाई को सेवा मिल गया था इन टेम्पल फॉर द सर्विस ऑफ गुरु महाराज। तो ऐसा मुझे अगर आज छुट्टी नहीं मिला तो यहाँ तो मैं काम नहीं कर सकती हूँ। अभी तो बहुत हो गया, कृष्ण को भी छोड़ सकते हैं, प्रभुपाद को छोड़ सकते हैं, मगर मेरे भाई को गुरु महाराज का सेवा मिल गया, वो मुझे कैसे नहीं मिला। मतलब बच्चे वाला भाव था। somehow or other I resigned the same day. महाराज का व्यास पूजा था, I asked for छुट्टी, the lady said no, just 2 months back you joined, you cannot leave. मैंने कहा मैम then I have to leave permanently and I resigned. I came back to temple. मैं अभी व्यास पूजा चल रहा था, अभिषेक होने वाला था, एंड वहां पे भी बहुत अच्छा इंसिडेंट हुआ। आई वॉज नॉट अवेयर कि ये जो अभिषेक है ये केवल और केवल दीक्षित भक्त ही महाराज के करते हैं, है ना। तो मैं वहां पे था ऑडिटोरियम में, टेम्पल के ऑडिटोरियम में, 2000 आई थिंक 6 था या 7 था और 6 था। तो वहाँ ऑडिटोरियम में व्यास पूजा हो रहा था। आई वॉज सिटिंग देयर, मैं नीचे बैठ गई ऑडिटोरियम में। आई वॉज क्राइंग कि मुझे मौका मिलना चाहिए, इतने बड़े महाभागवत जो सब लोग इनका अभिषेक कर रहे हैं, मुझे करने का। एंड टू माई कॉन्शियसनेस my tears are like washing your feet. Accept it महाराज, आप मेरे आंसू को ही ये देख लीजिए कि मैं आपके चरण धो रही हूँ। और जब अभिषेक हो गया, सब लोगों को चरणामृत मिलने लगा, तो मैंने बोला मुझे भी चाहिए। तो एवरीवन इज सेइंग कि ये तो महाराज के डिसाइपल्स को मिलता है, दोज हु आर इनिशिएटेड, दे ओनली गेट दी चरणामृत ऑफ महाराज। हाँ, तो मैं बैठी हूँ, माय क्राइंग वाज इंक्रीज्ड। मैं और रोने लगी कि एक तो पहले करने को नहीं देते हैं यहाँ पे, क्योंकि मैं तो नहीं, मुझे पता है और दूसरा सा चरणामृत भी पीने को नहीं देते। तो मेरा जो विरह था वो और बढ़ गया। एंड टू माय सरप्राइज विद इन 5 or 10 minutes Archit Prabhuji, I didn't know he is Archit Prabhuji. Now I know he is Archit Prabhuji. Archit Prabhuji came from the stage with the Charnamrit in his hand, and the same Charnamrit fell on me. उनके हाथ से हिल गया और वो पूरा चरणामृत मेरे ऊपर गिर गया। ऐसे गुरु महाराज, मैंने तो पीने के लिए मांगा था, आपने तो मेरा अभिषेक ही कर दिया। और आई गॉट दी मर्सी ऑफ गुरु महाराज। दैट डे ओनली आई सेड कि मेरे हार्ट को कोई समझ सकता है तो वो यही समझ सकता है, कोई सुन सकता है, कोई मेरे हार्ट के रियलाइजेशन, मेरी प्रेयर्स को कोई सुन सकता है, तो यही है, ही इज माय इटर्नल फादर। द सेम नेक्स्ट डे मैं मॉर्निंग में गई, आई वेंट टू टेम्पल, और मैं मॉर्निंग में दर्शन आरती के बाद वहां पे बैठ के जप कर रही थी, और गुरु महाराज आए दर्शन आरती के बाद परिक्रमा करने। तो मैंने कहा अरे वाह, कल तो गुरु महाराज का अभिषेक हो रहा था, आज गुरु महाराज के लाइव दर्शन हो गए। आई फास्टली रन। मेरे को कोई मतलब नहीं था कि कोई रोकता है टोकता, और तब ज्यादा रोका भी नहीं जाता था इस्कॉन में, मतलब ईस्ट ऑफ कैलाश में इतने ज्यादा गुरु महाराज से मिलने के लिए कोई रोकता नहीं था। मैं गई, मैंने जाते ही बोला गुरु महाराज को हरे कृष्णा। गुरु महाराज हरे कृष्णा, हाउ आर यू? मैं कहा आई एम नॉट गुड। व्हाट हैपेंड? यू नो व्हाई यू आर नॉट गुड? महाराज yesterday I left my job for you. मैं आपके लिए छोड़ के आई हूँ, मुझे व्यास पूजा अटेंड नहीं करने दी जा रही थी, तो मैं छोड़ आई हूँ, और now I will not work anymore. मेरे को तब तक ऑलमोस्ट 7-8 years का एक्सपीरियंस था। तो मैंने बोला मैं नहीं अब काम करूंगी। तो गुरु महाराज बड़े सरप्राइज, एक तो उनको लगा कि एक तो ये मेरी वजह से छोड़ के आ गई है, मुझे बोल रही है कि आपकी व्यास पूजा के दिन छोड़ आई हूँ, और अब ऊपर से मुझे अब इसको लग रहा है, अब ये बोल रही है कि मैं आगे से करूंगी भी नहीं, आगे मैं वर्किंग। then the first instruction that Guru Maharaj gave me, which I remember each and every moment of my life, that an experienced person should work, you cannot sit idle for long. This sentence he told me, that an experienced person should work, you cannot sit idle for long. तो मैं, बट एक तो हठी बच्चा होता है ना, तो मैंने बोला नहीं महाराज मुझे अब करना ही नहीं है, ये कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड वाले समझते ही नहीं है भक्ति क्या होती है, कृष्णा कॉन्शियस क्या होती है। मुझे तो अगर कुछ कर रहा है तो मुझे कृष्ण की सेवा करनी है, आप मुझे मंदिर में कोई सेवा दे दो। तो महाराज बट ही रिप्लाइड, डोंट वरी, कृष्णा अरेंज फॉर यू, जो तुम्हारी डिजायर है वो भी कृष्णा अरेंज करेंगे। तो चले गए महाराज। फिर मैं महाराज की परिक्रमा में फिर पीछे दौड़ी उनके पीछे, फिर कह रहे अब क्या हुआ, ही टर्न टू मी, क्या अब क्या हुआ? मैंने बोला महाराज बट आई डोंट वांट टू वर्क इन अनदर कंपनीज, वहाँ पे माहौल अच्छा नहीं है, वहाँ पे सब लोग है ना जो है भक्ति को कोई सपोर्ट नहीं करता, मैं माला नहीं कर पाऊंगी, मेरा सब छूट जाएगा। He said, don't worry, Krishna arranged for you. And the miracle happened the same next day. I don't know, I got a call from very good organization. I worked there, and to my surprise, I got Saturday, Sunday off, only 7 hours working, and the whole day I do chanting, because they opened a
They pay you
new,
for chanting.
yes, they opened a new
Allah
branch.
Prabhu, you need to get the address from Mataji and go and join there.
They opened a new
Give
branch.
me the address also, Mataji.
That was Teria India Limited in Noida, and I was staying in South Delhi. They have a cab facility. Next day I got a call. I went for interview. They selected me. Immediately I got the job, and I told them I want to get a drop at ISKCON, East of Kailash Temple. They said you are working in facilities administration department, so wherever you want, we will give you drop. We have cab facilities in whole Delhi. I was so surprised, और मेरी आंखों से
See how that one word of Maharaj, don't
Yes.
worry, Krishna will arrange.
कृष्णा विल अरेंज, है ना?
Amazing.
तो
Yeah.
मेरी 2 डिजायर उन्होंने पूरी की. पहली कि मुझे ऐसी जॉब मिल गई जहां मैं पूरा दिन चैंटिंग कर सकती थी, और इन दैट सेम ऑर्गेनाइजेशन आई वर्कड हार्ड फॉर कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस, बिकॉज देयर इज नॉट us one person burden of the company. There is no work because they have opened a new branch. There is not much work for the administration department. They only want a person who has who will sit on the position, because on the records they have to show that there is a person. So I work
My
hard.
God, that must be so much of Smrti by you, Mataji.
Yes. He is my. That's why I'm saying, na, he is my eternal father. He knows my heart, what are my desires, and every time he fulfills my desires. Now, someone will say that Chintamani Dham. I would say he is my Chintamani Guru. He always fulfills my desires.
Yeah.
But whatever I shared with him, he replied me with the very beautiful words, and that happened in my life. फिर प्रभु जी मेरी
Amazing.
दीक्षा हो गई 2008 में, और दीक्षा के बाद विद इन अ ईयर अब मेरे फादर को लगा कि अब भाई बच्चे की शादी करनी चाहिए, अभी तो बहुत हो गया है, बिकॉज पहले तो हमारे दीक्षा दे नहीं रहे थे, बिकॉज आई वाज, तो उन्होंने मेरे फादर को बुलाया और बोला कि भाई इसको दीक्षा नहीं दे सकते हैं, ऐसे नहीं दे सकते, इसकी जिम्मेवारी कौन लेगा. तो माय फादर रिप्लाइड, इसने तो आपको समर्पित कर दिया है अपने आप को, अब आप इसके फादर है, आप चाहो तो शादी करिए, नहीं करिए तो नहीं करिए, है ना, अब ये आपको समर्पित है. तो गुरु महाराज से नो 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 नो, आई कैन नॉट टेक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ अ गर्ल कि मैं उसकी शादी कराऊंगा, है ना. बट ये है कि हाँ, इसकी भक्ति अच्छी चलेगी अगर ये आपके और हमारे सानिध्य में रहेगी. तो he called my father specially before initiation to give him instructions कि make sure she should follow the rules of ISKCON. Then हमारी शादी हो गई, सब कुछ हो गया गुरु महाराज की कृपा से. Then after few years मतलब मेरी ISKCON से दूर हो गया था डिस्टेंस, because my parents house is in South Delhi, east of Kailash, nearby that temple, and now I am in Tilak Nagar. You came, Prabhuji, and it is in center. Dwarka is outside, again far. East of Kailash is again far. तो मैं बीच में फंस गई थी ना. मैं तब द्वारका था भी नहीं, और पंजाबी बाग टेम्पल था, बट पंजाबी बाग टेम्पल में कंप्यूटिंग प्रॉब्लम है, वहां पे अंदर 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 मंदिर है. तो मैं बड़ी परेशान थी. मेरी भक्ति तो जैसे लग रहा था कि जैसे रुक गई है, अब स्ट्रगल मुझे ही करना पड़ेगा. एंड डेली आई डू गुरु पूजा एट माय होम. मैं गौर आरती और गुरु पूजा बचपन से, जब से मंदिर से जुड़ी तब से कर रही थी, तो मैं वो करती. और रोज गुरु पूजा में ये कहती थी कि मेरा एसोसिएशन छूट गया गुरु महाराज, आपका बस एक स्ट्रगल चल रहा है 16 माला और 4 नियम का, मगर मैं कुछ कर नहीं पा रही हूँ. देन somehow I got the job in ISKCON. महाराज को नहीं पता चला कि मुझे जॉब मिल गई है, मैंने सेवा शुरू कर दी है. One day I feel like I should go and thank my Guru Maharaj that I am now serving ISKCON. अब मैं बड़े मतलब जिससे सब लोग कहते हैं ना कि महाराज से आप अनएक्सपेक्टेड रिस्पॉन्स हमेशा एक्सपेक्ट करोगे, कि जो आप सोच के जाओगे वो होगा, ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है. तो मेरे साथ वही हुआ. मैंने ISKCON द्वारका ज्वाइन किया फ्रॉम मतलब नेक्स्ट मंथ, जब इनॉग्रेशन हुआ था अगस्त में मैंने ज्वाइन किया 2013 में, जब मैं ISKCON ओपन हुआ. तो 6 महीने के अंदर हम लोगों को ना कॉलिंग सेंटर एक बना दिया गया था. Piyush Gupta Prabhuji was our head, and we 4 people were sitting in a room, और हमें रोज का टारगेट दिया जाता था कि आप 150 लोगों को कॉलिंग करो, और कॉलिंग करके क्या करना है, कम इन संडे लव फीस्ट, कम इन संडे लव फीस्ट, कम इन संडे लव फीस्ट, है ना। तो मैं और 3 लोग और हम यही कर रहे हैं, और एट द एंड ऑफ द डे प्रभु जी हमसे पूछते थे कि एटलीस्ट 80 लोगों से तो बात करनी है, नहीं तो तुम्हारी छुट्टी नहीं होगी, घर जाना है तो 80 लोगों को इनविटेशन दे के ही जाना है। अब मैं तो पक चुकी थी भैया, ये करने तो मैं आई नहीं हूँ इस फोन में, मैं तो प्रीचिंग करूंगी, कुछ बड़ा करूंगी। फिर भी मुझे लगा चलो नहीं, कोई जो भी लोग मंदिर में आ रहे हैं वो भी प्रीचिंग है। I came to Maharaj in पंजाबी बाग टेम्पल, और महाराज ने इमीडिएटली मुझे पहचान लिया एकदम, और बोले हाउ आर यू। मैंने कहा महाराज आई एम गुड, यू कमिंग आफ्टर लॉन्ग। मैंने कहा यस महाराज, नाउ आई एम सर्विंग द्वारका। ओ यू आर स्टेइंग इन द्वारका। मैंने कहा नो महाराज आई एम स्टेइंग इन तिलक नगर। देन इट इज वेरी फार फॉर यू, व्हाई यू आर गोइंग द्वारका। मैंने कहा महाराज आई गॉट सेवा। तो बोले यू कम एंड मीट मी इन माय रूम। अब महाराज को लगा इसको कोई सेवा मिल गई है द्वारका में, जरा पता तो करूं क्या हुआ है। then I went to his room and he asked me each and every minute thing about my सेवा। सब पूछा, किसको कॉलिंग करते हो, लिस्ट कौन देता है, क्या बात करते हो, अच्छा कितनी कॉलिंग करते हो। मैं बड़ी खुश कि महाराज भी खुश हो गए हैं, और महाराज ने बड़े कामली मुझसे पूछ के भेज दिया। अब आप सोचिए कि महाराज क्यों पूछ रहे थे। नेक्स्ट डे we got a call from Prem Kishore Prabhuji. He was earlier heading our most of the departments of ISKCON. We got a call कि कॉल सेंटर बंद कर दीजिए, सब कॉलिंग बंद कर दीजिए, अब आपको प्रीचिंग करनी है। सरप्राइज्ड कि ये क्या हुआ। मैं तो यही सोच रही थी कि ये क्या चल रहा है, कॉलिंग सबको हो गया। महाराज के पास गई, जाके बता के आई, और महाराज इमीडिएटली रियलाइज कि मेरे मन में क्या चलता है, और उन्होंने
So you are not expressing it to Maharaj.
No, I
You only
didn't tell him
told that
we do 150 calling, 4 people of us 150 calling, और लोग आते हैं संडे लव फीस्ट के लिए आते हैं। महाराज ने इतना पूछा कि पूरा दिन तुम करते हैं क्या। मैंने बस ये बोला महाराज पूरा दिन हम फोन ही घुमाते हैं, मोबाइल दिया हुआ है हमें, बस कॉल करते हैं और बोलते हैं आइए संडे लव फीस्ट में, बस एक यही बोलना है हमको, इससे ज्यादा हमें कुछ बोलना नहीं है। तो महाराज ने प्रद्युम्न प्रिया प्रभु जी को या प्रेम किशोर प्रभु जी को, आई डोंट नो किसको महाराज ने कॉल किया, क्या महाराज ने जादू किया, और नेक्स्ट डे सेम डे हम सबको बुलाया गया, नितिन प्रभु जी को बताया गया कि आप बता दीजिए पूरे डिपार्टमेंट को, अब ये वो जो संडे कॉलिंग वाला काम है ना वो बंद है। मैं अंदर अंदर डर रही थी कि भाई अब तो तेरी नौकरी भी गई, एक जो थोड़ी बहुत की सेवा वो भी गई, और अगर किसी को ये पता चल गया कि मैं बता के आई हूँ आउट ऑफ द वे, तो वो मेरे को सब बोलेंगे कि तेरी वजह से नौकरी गई है। और मैं डर गई। मैंने नितिन प्रभु जी को बोला प्रभु जी हमारी सेवा तो नहीं चली जाएगी। कह रहे नहीं सेवा नहीं जाएगी, हमारी सेवा बढ़ जाएगी, और हमको ट्रेनिंग दी जाएगी कि हमें प्रीचिंग कैसे करनी है। मैंने गुरु महाराज का नाम लेके कितना थैंक यू बोला कि गुरु महाराज यू न्यू कि मेरे को कृष्णा की सेवा करनी है, इसीलिए आपने मुझे बोला था कृष्णा अरेंजेस तो। कृष्णा ने मुझे अरेंज करके इस्कॉन द्वारका दे दिया। फिर मेरी डिजायर हुई कि मुझे प्रीचिंग करनी है, तो वो आपने मेरी प्रीचिंग की डिजायर पूरी करवा दी। और फ्रॉम दैट डे ओनली हमारा को काम बदल दिया गया। हमें मोबाइल पे बोला गया आपको जो लिस्ट दी जाएगी उन लोगों को कॉल करिए, उनको प्रीचिंग करिए कि हरि नाम क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है, हरि नाम की पावर क्या होती है, और रिकॉर्ड बनाइए कि चाहे आप 10 कॉल करिए, 5 कॉल करिए, पूरा दिन कॉल मत करिए, मगर एट द एंड ऑफ द वीक कितने लोग आपके कहने पे जपमाला करना शुरू कर दिए, उन्होंने मंदिर कितनी विजिट की, कौन कौन सी बुक्स उन्होंने परचेज की, कौन कौन सी बुक्स वो पढ़ रहे हैं, वो किससे एसोसिएट हुए, उन्होंने DYPH किया है कि नहीं किया, उनको इनरोल किया है नहीं किया। सिंपल प्रीचिंग सेवा बहुत अच्छे से मतलब
this taken care of you so much, really.
Yes.
Not only taking care of you, but your desires also. Everything is getting fulfilled.
Yes.
So
he
sweet,
is
really.
चिंतामणि गुरु महाराज है ना, चिंतामणि जो आपके
And
मन में
one thing you told at the beginning is very interesting, Mataji, that you said I always saw him as my father. Right?
Yes.
That is one thing that Maharashtra Maharaj also, or Guru Maharaj, he also insisted. Anytime we go to him, he always said, I'm not your master. I'm not your spiritual master. I'm your father, spiritual father. So you don't have to have appointment to meet me. Son doesn't need to have appointment to meet me. Daughter doesn't need to have appointment to meet the father.
Yes.
So anytime you feel like you can come, you can knock the door, you can come inside, we can talk. And this is something which Maharaj said that when we were discussing, we said this is something which is very important. We, being in ISKCON as a society, we should follow this mood with everybody, fatherly, motherly, brotherly, or whatever sisterly feeling, that we should give to others so that they can feel secure and feel more encouraged to come to us. Instead of seeing us as like exploiting, oh, yeah, like not like an ATM machine. They are not like our ATM machines. Like, like how Dayalu Prabhu is able to impress people because of his purity. They are giving Lakshmi not because they wanted to do something. I mean, they still, like Mohan Prabhu was telling, that somebody was, one manager was there. He drinks for on his birthdays, and his assistant comes and does Ganga Jal after he drinks. So and when they are drunk, they can do anything they want. Mohan Prabhu went and he said, okay, come on, take out 3,000 meters of Harinam Chandra. I am donating to the temple. So, I mean, it's like, when you go, they feel attracted, not that they feel repelled, hey, you people are coming here only for money, you will come here only for some kind of thing, otherwise you don't care. This kind of allegations are very painful to hear, even for our Guru Maharaj. Really nice that you shared that, Mataji. I will really thank you. I would like to really go to now Yashoda Mataji. Mataji, you are there, right? I see you there. You are muted though. Yeah,
Hare
please.
Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Can we see you in video, Mataji, is it possible? If not, okay. But the other devotees who has not seen you, they would be happy to see you.
Actually, Prabhuji,
Hare
I was
Krishna, Mataji.
him, but still little bit. I just come because I was doing some other this assignment of the temple only. As Mataji also and you all people had discussed, but I don't have such personal interaction with Maharaj. Few instructions are there which I can share. First one was that when I was initiated, because the temple, this Dwarka temple was just recently opened that time. And I think we had not completed even 2 years also. But that first batch was there from Dwarka temple for initiation. So it was quickly done by management without completing 2 years. So I was not much aware about the ISKCON and philosophy also. Just Archit Babu asked, are you serious? Are you interested for this Diksha? Even I was not aware much about the Diksha program, but I was following all the things which are told by us from the management and from the temple authority. So Prabhuji just 1 month or 15 days back only just told us for the initiation. And that day I was thought what they'll ask, what Maharaja will ask about us. I was so worried. Even I start learning slokas also. Maybe he can ask from any chapter. Philosophy he'll ask. I was preparing because I was working also. I was getting very little time for the preparation also. After coming back from the office, I was all preparing. I scared about also that when we'll meet Maharaj first time, even we don't know much etiquettes about how to talk, how to behave, what question he'll ask, how we'll reply about that thing. So a little bit nervous was there. Just I entered, I did pranam to Maharaj. He was so affectionate and so simple. Even I was not aware he'll ask such a simple question. Because whatever is written are papers also regarding that only he asked, okay, how you manage your daughter, where your daughter stays, when you leave for your office, your working hours are so much because everything is mentioned there. He was asking about that only. I feel so comfortable. I forget that I am talking to Maharaj only. Even he made me so, I forget what discussing and what philosophy he'll ask. Whatever was going in my mind, everything I forget over there. He just asked about my personal things. How do you manage? Acha, okay, you stay with your parents. That's good. You always stay with your parents. And he gave me the instruction in the first meeting only. Okay, you always your parents. It's good to stay with parents, and then your daughter will also be taken care by you, your parents only. Means so simple question he asked means I have heard in the lectures that always the senior people talks about comes to your level and talks about that thing, but I never realized it. But when I met Guru Maharaj, I realized that I forget even what I was talking and what I was thinking. So simple discussion, just when you meet someone and he asks about yourself and you tell him about yourself also. So simple discussion, so simple conversation. Even I feel so comfortable, and even Maharaj talked so much with us. Not means every means the participants are coming for 10 or 5 minutes. They are taking the time and leaving. But with me, he discussed so much things about my personal life, about the
Amazing.
thing, and how will I do my bhakti further. And financially also, he asked how secure you are financially, means how you manage everything. And by the mercy of the Guru Maharaj, means I feel that thing, because that time the connection was not strong. But gradually, when I start practicing the thing, I really feel that even in my job, I was not getting promoted. Also, I was not getting much salary. Also, means due to some problems in my offices. But I am so financially secure. Maharaj made me so secure that I never thought about the financial problems in my life. I mean, till date, I never
Yeah, how
think about.
nice. Huh?
Maharaj is managing everything that
And
basic.
all this Maharaj is doing when he himself is not healthy. He himself is so sick, and he gets fractured and covers his with the chadar and still does not. I mean, see, it's easy for me to encourage you when I am all right. But when I am not all right, when I am having problem, how is it possible for me to encourage others? That is the greatest lesson that our spiritual masters have taught us, especially Gopal Krishna Maharaj. I say here for 20 years or so, he is in the same state only. So devotees thought that, oh, Maharaj is like this only. But when Dasata Prabhu speaks, we can understand how much internally there is going on, right? There's
Yeah,
so much fight going on between Maharaj and his disciples. It's so difficult to comprehend it. So that is where I really feel that inconceivable mercy, that Kripa Bhav, it's very, painful to see that part of it. But, because I remember once when I was traveling to with Maharaj uh, in Abu Dhabi, so, actually an evening program was arranged, and but evening program was arranged, but just before we were about to leave to that other place where the program was, devotees are all waiting there. Maharaj couldn't get up. He was just sat and he said, something is happening to me. I don't know if I'll be able to move. Then we said, Prabhuji, the other Prabhuji, I told that let's cancel the program. We told tell devotees to just have kirtans and have prasadam and go back home. Maharaj went into the. But we told that devotees became very, upset. They said, "No, how Maharaj cannot come? You have to bring Maharaj. It's only just 2 streets away." Uh, so then we said, Prabhu, please understand, Maharaj's health is not very. Then Maharaj said, no, we have to go. They are waiting. Then Maharaj, we said, no, Maharaj, you please stay here. We ask devotees to come here instead of there. So the host will feel bad. We have arranged everything for Maharaj to come here. We have to understand Maharaj's health is more important. Then they all came, and Maharaj apologized so much to the host and to all the devotees for inconveniencing them. And in that part, actually, Maharaj told me something very interesting. That my face is deceiving. My visage, he said, he didn't say face, he said visage. My visage is deceiving. That's how I can relate to Gopal Krishna Maharaj also. Even though he had all the problems, he didn't want to reveal it to others. He was doing morning walk, he is doing Mangalarti, he is doing his deity worship, everything. The devotee thing is all right. But all of this with fractures all over the body. If you are fractured, how much you will be feeling the pain. And you see how he's able to tolerate it. That's where I'm feeling the inconceivable mercy of the Guru.
Prabhuji, last year,
Not only just Prabhu.
last year he in Mayapur he fell down
Yes, Prabhu.
once. So
Yeah.
he had 7 stitches on his head.
Hmm.
Still then he was doing deity worship,
Yeah.
like covering his head with the one cloth, and he was
Yeah.
doing deity worship. And if you ask now, once he fell once in Ahmedabad. So after that, Gurgaon temple inauguration was there. In inauguration, I couldn't go. So after one day, like just after one day of inauguration, I went there. So Maharaj was leaving from there. Maharaj was for the first time, I felt that Maharaj is not okay. His health is not okay. So I went near, like, it is very difficult for me to ask him something. I never ask. So whenever he asks, I answer. So for the first time in my life, I asked Maharaj, "How is your health?" Because he was not I couldn't see him in perfect.
Yeah.
So I asked Maharaj, "How is your health?" He said, "I'm perfectly all right." He said, "I am perfectly all right." Once another devotee, Gaur Sundar Prabhu, he asked Maharaj, "Maharaj, how are you?" He said, "I am better than I deserve."
Oh my God. Amazing.
So this is how he answers.
And even when he was in Dwarka 1 year back, some devotee said, "Hey, Maharaj has come all the way to Dwarka despite his bad health." And Maharaj said, मेरी हेल्थ उतनी भी खराब नहीं है जितना आप लोग समझ रहे हैं, है ना? महाराज didn't want to reveal, है ना, कि and we see people in this material world, they have a tendency कि तबीयत ठीक होती है, they are मतलब they are fine, and as per age their everything is fine, still they always complain about their bodily discomforts, है ना? But we can see Maharaj, whether it is His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj or His Holiness Jayapataga Swami Maharaj. When we say that these great exalted Vaishnavas are not at bodily level, they are exhibiting this in actual, that they are not at bodily level. So really ऐसे वैष्णवों को देख करके मतलब it gives us strength कि we can also
Prabhuji,
we also don't make so small excuses
Prabhuji
for.
is there.
Yes, I am here, Prabhu. I just
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, you can share that pastime of Mahavishnu Maharaj where he the wound was there and some insect was biting his.
right.
In his, Mahavishnu Maharaj's wound was there in his leg and some insect, ant or something biting. So he said.
Yeah.
So you can say that.
With Maharaj's little finger, little
And there,
toe,
Prabhu, you know that when we went to this Rameshwaram Yatra with Maharaj, and then in this Kalacakra Prabhuji, he got a chance to serve Guru Maharaj personally. I mean,
Yeah,
he
I know that.
read Srimad Bhagavatam for that.
Prabhuji read
So,
Bhagavatam for
I'll
Maharaj.
share it some
yes.
other time. I would like to hear from others also, from like Induradika Mataji is there, and then we have Prahlad Raste Prabhu is also there. I will share it definitely. Time please. But I would first like to hear from Sancharpati Prabhu is also there. I would like to hear from Induradika Mataji. Induradika Mataji is from Pune. Mataji, thank you so much for joining. I know it's a bit late also, but thank you for joining in. Please to share, Mataji.
Mataji, sorry, we took so much of time, so
No,
I'm extremely sorry with you.
Prabhu, don't worry, Prabhu. She is very
no,
nice.
Prabhuji.
Focus, yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm just talking about Maharaj just for my purification. I don't even have experience. Maharaj gave me initiation only in 2020. Actually, I took initiation only in 2020. Just 1.5 years before that only I joined ISKCON. But somehow my counselor had the confidence in us that myself and my Prabhuji that they will follow the regulative principle and they will be good devotees. That's why they had recommended us. And in our first meeting with Guru Maharaj, he was inquiring about me, where I'm working. Then I was telling him about that I'm in the finance. Then he was telling it must be very tough. You have to manage all the finances and all that. He was appreciating. Then he was telling, what do you do? What are you reading? Everything he was asking. So I used to tell, what do you like? He was asking. I told I like to read books. Maharaj, I was telling him. Then he would just book casually. And after that, during initiation time, after giving my name, he was telling me, you like reading books, no? You read Prabhupada books. No,
Oh,
I
wow.
was surprised. I don't know whether
How
he
do you
was speaking
remember
to
that?
any. I don't even know, Prabhuji. I don't know whether he was speaking to others, but somehow he was. He told me that, and I can only say that whenever he used to come to Khargar temple, he used to meet us. He used to take time out, and like everybody has been telling, whether he has his prasadam or no, he used to take time to meet all of us. So one, two, three occasions we have met, and after that I came away to Pune in 21. So I couldn't have much association, but somehow I was yearning. Once when I went to Mumbai, I was just saying, I want to see Maharaj, I want to see Maharaj, I want to see Maharaj, and he was there on that day in the temple, and we had an association. We had a personal meeting with him. And similarly, Prabhuji, we had this GBC meeting, I think in October, November here in Pune, and all the Maharajas were there. Everybody was there, and I was desperate. I thought this is the lifetime opportunity to see everybody and have darshan of all the Maharaj. So I used to go every day in Mangalarti, and I used to be there. And somehow for the Mangalarti, I used to think anyhow Maharaj will be there in the altar, so we can go. So first I was standing first in the line, waiting for Maharaj. I couldn't find him in the altar. Then I all the Maharajas were there, but he was not there. Then I was so desperate. I was thinking, Aris, how fallen I am. See, I'm not even able to have darshan of my Maharaj. Then after that, I was thinking what to do. Then they were telling me he's very sick. He's not able to go. He may not go for the GBC also. Then I was thinking, okay, what shall I do? Then somebody told me, just go and stand outside his room. If he comes out, then you can have his darshan. Then I was so desperate. I was thinking, Maharaj, please give me darshan at least. I just want to see you at least. And Prabhuji, I went and I stood there in spite of his ill health. I can tell you, he was struggling. He was struggling, and hardly actually from the temple, that hall is not very far. I think generally he used to walk, but on that day, right from the, I think, second floor lift up to down, he had come, and car only took him and went. So that time also I had his darshan. Then I was just thinking, Maharaj is he's always there. When you ask him something, I think he gives. Maybe I only did not aspire bigger things. I only did not aspire asking more service. But after hearing all his glorifications, I feel I'm just not fit for him. I don't even know why I am his disciple. Also, how he has chosen me as his disciple. Anyhow, now I just feel that only. We should, if you want, really, somebody was telling Prabhuji that Maharaj is always there. Means he's always there, even though he's not physically there. He's there. He can hear you, your wishes and all, whatever he wants, he'll fulfill. So my only thing is now I feel no, I should keep Maharaj happy. I told, like I promised, I have to read more books, do preaching. Maharaj is so
The
fond
good
of
news,
preaching and book
Mataji,
distribution.
sorry to interrupt you. The good news is that they are still with us. It is
Yes,
just that
Prabhuji.
in a form in which we are not able to, see them. They are
Yeah,
not gone anywhere. They are just with us. That's what
yeah.
14 years of my association. I mean, 12 years of my association with Maharaj in the physical form, and 14 years plus counting in the unmanifest form, still manifested to us in the anti-material form, if I have to call it that way, right? They
Yes,
are there
Prabhuji.
with us. That is the beauty of spiritual relationships. And the second important thing, the reason these are all very helpful for all of us, that all of you definitely felt, like Sansalpati Prabhu was also telling that in the last 1 week, what are the glorifications and experiences that we have heard from devotees?
Yeah,
We have not heard in the whole lifetime, correct? Even
correct.
during Vyasa
Absolutely.
Puja, even during, say, other times, we have not. Even when we meet with devotees, where did we have the time to talk about Maharaj's glories and pastimes? Prabhu, there is a next program. Prabhu, we have to go here. There is a prasadam. All this coordination, this management for or logistics, these are where to go for preaching, which verse to take. This is all we are talking about, correct? How many books distributed? Have we given this course? This Prabhuji is doing that. That Prabhuji is not doing this. Mata is right. That's where, as Vaishnava Prabhu also said, that if only we had heard this thing earlier, we would have done more. But I will tell you, even if you had heard earlier, even if you had done more devotional service, still, when the spiritual master leaves, Whether it is 1 moment's association or 1 decade's association or 1 quarter century association, still we will feel inadequate. We will feel that, oh, I should have had more. That is the beauty of spiritual association. How much of association you have, you still feel that it is not adequate. I should have had more. That is the beauty. But the thing is, that is the reason spiritual masters leave such sweet memories with us in the form of the remembrances inside the devotees' memories, the disciples' memories, disciples and followers. So when we all share with each other, this is what we do when we go for Vyas Puja. That one we are waiting, we always wait for that one day of Vyas Puja and Tirobhava of Maharaj, and we go. We share so much of his that feeling and his pastimes, his instructions, and his feelings for each and everyone, how his leelas and everything. Then we feel so much surcharged for the rest of the year. So this is virtually a pre-Vyas Puja thing for Maharaj. A week long, or I don't know how long it's going to go. Right? Again, in August, after Janmashtami, the very next Ekadashi, we are going to have Vyas Puja. Again, there will be more and more will come. See, this is the beauty of the sweet memories that the spiritual masters have left with us. And if we keep on nurturing this more and more and more, and in this also you see one thing, all of you, Prabhu, before I go to say, of course, Prabhu and Smrti Prabhu, that I again tell this, your memory becomes my memory, and my memory becomes your memory. So this double bonus. So 2 plus 2 is actually 4 for you also and 4 for me also. This is why always, why Prabhupada's time was so intense. Everybody will keep talking, you know what Prabhupada did, you know what Prabhupada did, every single day. In New Vrindavan, when I was there, one of the Prabhupada disciples was telling us how those days, 70s and 60s and 70s, those days were. Even in the toilet, when they go there, in the bathroom, when they go, they will talk about, you know what Prabhupada said in the class today, you know where Prabhupada is going there, you know what is he telling, what does he want, how many more years, when is the next canto coming. This is what he was.
Prabhuji,
And
once, Prabhupada's disciple Chandrasekhar Prabhu came to our temple. So he said that today I'll discuss from 13th canto. I said, what is that? He said 13th canto is for Prabhupada's Leela. I will only tell from Prabhupada Leela, only Prabhupada pastimes. I know nothing except the Prabhupada pastimes. I would only, so 2 classes he took and only on Prabhupada.
So nice. Thank you. Thank you,
Prabhuji, Prabhuji, if you don't mind, I just want to share one pastime of Maharaj, which I heard today. For last 1 week, I'm only hearing his glorifications only. Actually, it's so nice. Prabhuji, in Juhu temple, I think just before rainy season, Maharaj generally has this habit of going for walk. So he was going with one devotee for a walk, and by chance he stumbled upon something and he was about to fall. So the other devotee caught him. And then he realized, he went back and saw why did he stumble. And he realized that he had actually, his leg had hit a snail actually. It was in a shell and hit. And he was so upset about it. He told the other devotee, you chant loudly you chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra loudly. And he and the other devotee were going on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and he was going on asking, is the snail moving? Is the snail moving? Is the snail moving? Is it alive? No. And at least they were chanting for 10-15 minutes. And he was so upset. Even after going to the room on that day, he couldn't get over it. And he didn't even have his lunch prasadam also. He just was so upset. And I'm just wondering, Prabhuji, what kind of souls we are. Maharaj feels, even I heard from there's another Payonidhi Prabhu who was actually our counselor. He also passed away in that Juhu incident where he touched the electric fan. So that time that other devotee was telling, Maharaj was so upset. He was crying profusely. He was crying, how my devotee has passed away in front of me, how my disciple has passed away. And he came and he spoke. I was there at that time. He was coming and he spoke about that disciple. Such nice. Matlab, he just can't. He's so conscious of these things. And such humbleness, it's amazing, it's amazing. And I don't know, Prabhuji.
So we are so happy that we are so fortunate. Right now, as in front of us, in our lifetime, really, you know, such and we are able to discuss that also together. I would like to go now to sorry, 1 second. I would like to go now to Prahlad Vaste Prabhu. Prabhuji, would you like to share something briefly, Prabhu? I'm sorry, I'm coming to you so late, but I wanted to give time for Mata just to.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I don't have much personal interactions like some senior devotees with Maharaj, but some little interactions I have, whatever I have, I want to share these pastimes with Maharaj.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was listening to the glorifications by Smrti Kirti Maharaj. He was telling a Prabhupada quote: "You cannot win the heart by philosophy. You can win the heart by love and affection."
Yeah.
वो सेम एग्जांपल दे रहे थे गुरु महाराज का कि गुरु महाराज की स्माइल को देखो, आप ऐसे डिवोटी बनाए जाते हैं इस तरीके से। मुझे याद है जब मेरा इनिशिएशन हो रहा था, अभी जस्ट 2 साल पहले हुआ है, अप्रैल में 24 अप्रैल को, तो आई वाज ऑन द स्टेज एंड महाराज जी गेव मी बीट्स एंड अनाउंस माय नेम, प्रहलाद वासुदेव दास। क्या होता था, महाराज जी 2 घंटे तक कंटिन्यूअसली इनिशिएशन दे रहे हैं, लेकिन महाराज जी की आवाज 1% भी डाउन नहीं जाती थी। पहला डिवोटी हो और लास्ट डिवोटी हो, सेम एंथुजियाज्म के साथ उसका नाम लेते थे। और क्या होता था, सामने कीर्तनियाज हैं, उनकी आवाज धीमी पड़ती जाती थी धीरे धीरे, पहले में तेज है फिर धीरे। तो जैसे ही उन्होंने नाम अनाउंस किया प्रहलाद वासुदेव दास, तो थोड़ा सा उन्हें लगा होगा कि साउंड शायद कम है, तो फिर वो उसके बाद उन्होंने रिपीट किया जोर से, वो सुन सकते हैं रिकॉर्डिंग, उसमें उन्होंने वो कीर्तनियाज को देख के बोला जोर से। तो महाराज जी हर अपने जो डिसाइपल्स के साथ लव अफेक्शन सेम देना चाहते थे, लेकिन लास्ट में क्या था, लास्ट में महाराज जी के पास टाइम नहीं था। तो टाइम नहीं था, लेकिन फिर भी उन्होंने कोशिश किया। हम देखते हैं द्वारका टेम्पल में वो ज्यादा नहीं, साल में 1 या 2 बार आते थे। तो ऐसे 2 साल पहले का इंसिडेंट मुझे याद है, जब महाराज जी आए थे द्वारका टेम्पल में, तब भी उनकी हेल्थ उतनी अच्छी नहीं थी। ही वॉज नॉट इन गुड हेल्थ एट दैट टाइम ऑल्सो। लेकिन द्वारका टेम्पल में जब भी वो आते थे, टेम्पल हॉल में भी टाइम देते थे। उस दिन उन्होंने 30-40 मिनट खड़े होके कीर्तन किया था। और वो वीडियो हम देखेंगे तो उसमें महाराज जी का, उन्हें बोलने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, उनका हॉट हम देखेंगे, हॉट तो वो खिंच रहा था, बहुत ऐसे लग रहा था देखने में जैसे बहुत फोर्स लगा रहे हों, लेकिन उन्होंने पूरा टाइम दिया, 40 मिनट तक उन्होंने कंटिन्यू कीर्तन किया। ऐसे ही मैं अभी लास्ट टाइम जब महाराज जी के साथ यात्रा में गया था, रामेश्वरम यात्रा में, तो मदुरई की फ्लाइट में था, तो सेम फ्लाइट में महाराज जी थे, हम लोग पीछे की तरफ थे, महाराज जी सबसे फ्रंट रो में थे। तो मैं डिस्कस कर रहा था अपनी वाइफ से कि महाराज जी के दर्शन नहीं हो पाएंगे क्योंकि महाराज जी पहले चले जाएंगे डिवोटीज के साथ में। तो काश ऐसे होता कि हमारा थोड़ा आसपास सीट होता तो महाराज जी का दर्शन हो जाता। लेकिन हम जब मदुरई एयरपोर्ट पे उतरे, तो मदुरई एयरपोर्ट पे मैं सरप्राइज हो गया कि महाराज जी आधा घंटे तक वहीं पे खड़े रहे। मदुरई एयरपोर्ट पे। वो सारे जितने डिवोटीज थे सब ने फ्रीली महाराज जी से बात किया, महाराज जी को प्रणाम किया। महाराज जी यहाँ वहाँ डिस्कस करते रहे, एक डिवोटी दूसरा डिवोटी, और पूरा उन्होंने टाइम दिया उस समय।
Oh, nice.
Third,
And Prabhu, one small thing here. See, compared to beginning days, later days, Maharaj's health is also going bad, but disciple number is also increasing. So it's not possible to give the same time that he gave in his early days to all the devotees in his later days.
yes,
But
Prabhuji,
still he is able to do that.
but still he
To the
was
best.
trying to give.
Yeah,
But still
see,
he
that
was
is the,
trying to give.
yeah, that
Actually,
is the point, you see.
Prabhuji, he used to hide that my health is not good. Hide that fact, that because otherwise the devotees will be reluctant to meet him. So he wanted to hide that fact that he's not well. He 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 wanted that all my disciples, all our devotees should meet me. He was like, he was people's man, devotees man.
Yeah.
He,
So sweet word, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. I would like to go
Prabhuji,
to
one
yes,
incident
Prabhu.
I would like to, you would be very like surprised to, because few like last year only, DT installation took place in Panchil temple. It is just 7-8 kilometers away from east of Kailash temple. So it's not a temple, you can't say. It's kind of center in between all the bungalows. So DT installation was there, and the neighboring people, they always object and all. So all the president and vice presidents were invited. Fortunately, Pradyumna Prabhu asked me to accompany him. So I went there. Maharaj gave lecture, started giving lecture. Like when Maharaj was asked to give a lecture, Maharaj only could say Prabhupada. When he said Prabhupada, then he started crying. First time he said Prabhupada, he started crying. Second time, he could gather some courage, and a second time also that same thing happened. Third time also same thing. He couldn't speak. He was weeping like a child.
How much love? Yeah.
So
We have to, one thing that we have to see at the end of the day is that whatever all our Guru Maharajas are doing is all and dedication to Prabhupada, isn't it?
afterwards, Prabhuji, when like devotees were asked to meet him inside his room, so he said, I was really concerned about Prabhupada struggling. We have everything here. We have everything. How Prabhupada struggled in Delhi, like how he distributed
So
books.
much there, so much, Prabhu. So much there. Prabhu,
So
just
when-
one thing, we have Vijaya Sarvata Mataji from Mira Road. Actually, I met Mataji and her daughters. They they are there in Mira Road. Mataji, you are there. You'll be able to speak a few words because he's staying quite some time now. Actually, they are very big family. Recently, we met in Mira Road also, and her daughters are there. They are also.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I won't be able to switch on the video, but I would
No
like to
worries,
speak.
no worries.
Prabhuji. We don't have
Yeah,
so
yeah,
much
please,
of
please.
personal interaction
Anything,
with the Guru
any little
Maharaj.
thing that you can. Any little
Yeah,
thing. I know you're
I don't
doing
have.
such nice seva.
Yeah, I don't have so much of personal interaction with Guru Maharaj, but whatever little thing, like we always used to give nice preaching reporting. That is basically children preaching reporting. So we used to
Right.
go along with our leader like Bhagwati Kripa Mataji and Krishnanandan Prabhuji, and we used to update about our children preaching. And Maharaj used to like basically he used to like hearing about children basically, and we used to tell like such and such thing we did, such and such. And basically I am also into school preaching also. So I used to give, after she narrates everything, then I used to speak about our school preaching, like in these many schools we are preaching actively, directly Bhagavad Gita we are giving. And he used to smile. And these are the things. And apart from that, once it so happened that, Maharaj had come, and I was reluctant to meet him because anyhow he is very busy and it is difficult to meet him. So I was not about to meet him, but then one of the devotees, she said that, go and meet him. So I went along with my daughters, and I said, Maharaj, it is difficult for me to tell them to, chant their rounds and all. So can you suggest something? So Maharaj said, it's in you. Now, till today, I'm just contemplating what does that instruction mean? He said, it's in you. And I'm just constantly thinking, what does that mean? Like, I'm doing my services and
Oh, it's
everything,
in you.
whatever possible little. Yeah, he said, it's in you. So these are the words he said. So I'm
Interesting, huh?
still contemplating, like, how to
Maharaj is
understand.
trying to Maharaj is telling you to get closer to Paramatma. Listen to the Paramatma words. Then I asked a similar question to Maharaj. Maharaj, he also said the same thing. What does your super soul say? I said, Maharaj, I have never heard super soul speaking. So try to hear the words super soul. Chant sincerely. Study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam. Then you will hear the words of the super soul, voice of the super soul. So sweet, Mataji. Thank you for that, sharing that.
Yeah. Thank
Such an
you. Thank you
amazing
very much,
instruction.
Prabhuji.
That one instruction
Actually,
can
I was
stay for the
thinking,
whole
whom
lifetime.
to ask this, this instruction of Maharaj. I couldn't understand. So I was constantly thinking whom to ask, how to understand this instruction. Because when I hear all these devotees, they have so many things to share about Maharaj, so many realizations, so many personal experience. I feel like, I have such a small interaction with Maharaj, and that also I could not understand properly.
No,
So
no,
I was
that's where,
feeling very low.
Mataji, that's where we should never feel low in that regard. That's why I said, in spiritual equation, your memory becomes my memory and my memory becomes your memory. So both of us have two memories, right?
Yes.
The more we keep hearing from all the devotees, the more we will feel closer to Maharaj. You will actually buy that memory as, and I mean, you will want that memory. Many times you see all the other devotees also, even Amaklila Prabhu or Mohandupa Prabhu, they were also sharing some other devotees' realization. If you see Ajay Gauranga Prabhu, they were all sharing one other, among many realizations, experiences, they were also sharing.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much.
There
Because
is
I have
nothing.
been
There is
hearing all
nothing.
this glorification, and every
Yeah.
moment,
One thing
every
Maharaj told
second, I
me.
could. Yeah.
One thing Maharaj Maharaj told me. I'm sorry, if I'm interrupting you in between. I'm also trying to be mindful of the time because tomorrow everybody has to go to work. Maharaj told me one thing. To me and Sudarshana, when we went closer to Maharaj, because Maharaj would spend time, like each one of us will spend some time and talk to us separately apart from the class. So when we went, for everyone, Maharaj heard and then spoke. When we went, Maharaj didn't hear anything from us. He didn't let us speak also. Before even we could start speaking, he just told one thing with very slow and grave voice, with gap in between the words. Never feel short of anything. Never feel short of anything. That is the motto of spiritual life. Even in terms of memories, or even in terms of our save, we should not feel shocked. Oh, I don't have this. If only I had this, I would have done better. If only I had that, I would have done. No, don't feel so shocked. That person is having this. Why Krishna is not giving me this? Why he is partial to that? These kind of thoughts come to us also. Why Guru Maharaj is giving only. I'm sorry. Am I audible?
No, you are audible, Prabhu. Now I know I can really understand the things. It is, you're audible, Prabhuji.
I don't know.
You're audible, Prabhuji.
You are audible, Prabhuji.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
It broke
Yeah,
for a
we can
moment,
hear you,
Prabhuji.
Sorry?
You are audible, Prabhuji. You are audible.
Okay. No worries. Actually, my Bluetooth was going off. No, this is the main point that Maharaj taught us, that never feel short of anything. If we start feeling short, even in spiritual life, we cannot be peaceful. What to speak of material life? So this is something which Maharaj taught us time and again, and our spiritual masters are all teaching us that don't feel short of anything. Don't feel insufficient or incomplete in anything. Short means don't feel incomplete in anything. Somebody may have a greater job, somebody have a better family, somebody may have better this thing, that thing, etc., etc. But all this better, less better, more better, and all is nothing. Because end of the day, we are all going to, as Maharaj said in his will, I don't have anything other than Rolex watch and my deities. That is the level. Everybody is glorifying that that will like anything, All the devotees I am seeing anywhere else, because that has become public now. Devotees are seeing like, how can someone be so renounced after having so much, so many disciples, and each one of them willing to give all their everything that they have, but still he's saying, I don't want anything. And like Suchandra Prabhu was telling, today you couldn't speak, yesterday he spoke, that Maharaj gave his Rolex watch to Prabhuji when Maharaj went. Prabhuji, Suchandra Prabhu is a very senior devotee from Kenya. Now he's in Nottingham for quite some time. So Maharaj, when he went to Kenya many years ago, 20 years ago, he gave his Rolex watch with him. You keep it for some time. And then he was not wearing it. He was keeping it in a box. And Maharaj next day asked him, where is that Rolex watch? Maharaj, I kept it in a box. This, who asked you to keep it in a box? You should wear it. See, so fortunate. Like it's Prabhupada has worn it, Maharaj has worn it, and it has been given to Suchandra Prabhu briefly. Now that I think who Vedavyas Priya Prabhu, Vedavyas Prabhu.
Vedyas Prabhuji.
Yes. So he has it for his lifetime.
Prabhuji, actually, he has done so many things. Maharaj liked him so much. In East of Kailash temple, while it was going on, his position was not so good because he was taking loan, 4 lakh loan every month from the bank, and he used to give 1 lakh to temple every month.
My God.
So for business, he used to take and to give. So he has contributed so much. Apart from that, nowadays, like in Chippiwada temple, in Gurgawa temple, in Bahadurgarh temple, in Rohini temple, and in Khargar temple, in TOVP project, everywhere he put so much money. Wherever Maharaj asked him, in Noida temple also, everywhere. Wherever
See,
there
that's
is
so nice, no, Prabhu, how much he has done. Really. And you see, Maharaj has guided, Maharaj has given, the right way to whoever needs what. And he also, like Sudarshan and I were discussing about this also, that the deities he could have given it to some devotee. But if you had given it to some devotee, after him, who will take care? But he's left it in the temple so that devotees may leave, come and go, but the seva will go on. So the deity's seva will go on. Everything minutely is thought over and he has shared. He has made the decisions. And that too in the middle of like life critical time. Not, I think he wrote this will, of course, he wrote this will about few months ago. I think December 23
1
or
year
something.
back.
23rd
No,
November
late
November
23,
23.
Prabhu. November 23. So November 23 is just 4-5 months back. And yeah, he wrote the letter of resignation the time that Prasad Prabhu was telling. So amazing. So I just
Prabhuji was telling that now this can be universal, like all the devotees, all the GBC members, whosoever is supposed to leave their body, they can only sign on Gopal Krishna Maharaj's will, and then don't need to make a separate will.
yeah. Yeah, they can't
And
go any better than this. They can't go any better than this. They may equal this. They may, at the best, they can go to the level of equaling it. Amazing, huh? How renounced, Prabhu,
and
how
probably
renounced.
one more thing
Yes,
I
Mata.
would like to
Prabhuji,
say,
one more thing I
like
would like to
Sorry,
say.
Dayalu Prabhu, 1 second. Huh? I think Vijay Sarvadamata is saying something. Yes.
yeah,
After that,
just
you
one
finish it.
thing.
Yes.
Yesterday in Mira Road, we had glorification of Maharaj. In that, Kamalochan Prabhuji, temple president, our temple president, he shared few things. Like he said, over the period of time, he never had so much close association of Maharaj, which he could get, in last few days, because he was doing Bhakti Vaibhav over there. So he could get almost 15 days continuous association of Maharaj. So in that, along with the secretary of Maharaj, they had a discussion. And it is understood that, while, glorifying, he said, through the astrological charts, it was predicted that Maharaj would, if he doesn't travel anywhere, he would live till 2032. If he doesn't go anywhere out, if he stays at one place. So they, Kamalochan Prabhuji and his secretary, they all insisted that, Maharaj, you stay at one place, you give us the instruction, everything can be done through the Zoom meeting and all. So this is how they were discussing the things. But he should
See,
stay at one place without traveling anywhere. So for this,
that
Maharaj
Maharaj cannot
replied,
do that. Just
yeah,
for the
Maharaj
sake of
said,
living
if I
longer, he
cannot
would not do
use,
that.
yeah, Maharaj said, if I
What's the
cannot
use?
use my body for the service of Prabhupada, what is the use of my body? That's what
Yeah,
Prabhupada, Maharaj replied to
amazing.
this.
Yeah, obvious,
And
obvious. You can't stop
yeah,
them. They are like a river, they have to keep flowing. You can't stop. You cannot ask the river to stop, right?
yeah.
Thank you so much, Mataji, for
So
sharing that.
thank
Uh,
you,
uh,
Prabhuji, for giving this
Thank you.
opportunity. Actually,
No,
I was
this is
thinking, I'm so
this is
tiny.
the
How will I speak in
no,
front
no,
of all
no.
these
This is
devotees?
once
I
you
was
start
thinking,
speaking, no, there is no stopping. Actually, I am feeling bad that today we started a little late. We could have started a little earlier, but my only thing was that I had to go to the temple and I rushed back. But anyway, in our Vichar sessions, there is so much more to discuss, and you will see that pure devotees' life, no, it flows in parallel to the Bhagavatam. So anytime you read something from Narad Muni, you will remember Maharaj. Anytime you read something from Parishit Maharaj, you will remember Maharaj. You will remember Prabhupada. So this way it is intertwined, and every week we will have Yas Puja. Every week in our Vichar session, we are doing Prabhupada's Smaranam session. We are reading the Juhu story book. In that also Maharaj keeps coming time and again, showing his leelas there. So sweet, really. Giriraj Maharaj has done an amazing job in revealing that. And I really request devotees, of course, the senior devotees, they have. I told some of the devotees here that Dasadhar Prabhu can write a 10-volume book on Maharaj's Leelas. Yes, so much to give. And others also, like Ajay Gauram Prabhu, Damodar Prabhu, Damodar Prabhu, and all of them, there's so much. In each one of you also, you can contribute so much. Like that Prabhupada Leela Amrita, there can be so many Leela Amritas. And all of these have to be recorded for future glorification. Because see, it's not just that, my Guru Maharaj has to be glorified like that. No, it's not like that. The pure devotees' glorifications, when they are heard by centuries later by the generations, they will know what pure devotional service is. They will know what Krishna consciousness is. They will know who is Prabhupada. Because if this personality, exalted personality, is giving his life, everything for another great personality, that is Prabhupada, then how much more greater Prabhupada would be? That is how they will come to Prabhupada. We also have to exemplify our Guru Maharaj's life by setting example, by following the instructions, setting standards, not never go down in our standards. There will be challenges. Sometimes we may not keep well, we may not be able to do Mangalarti. Sometimes there may be some challenges, something else we may not be able to do. We may not be able to do preaching or other things. But then we will have to prop ourselves up and come back to the normal thing. So time also. I am sorry, Chanchalpati Prabhu also would like to hear. Maybe Prabhu briefly for a few minutes. We will always hear you from you in the classes, of course, in an elaborate way. Maybe another 2-3 minutes if you can share, Prabhu. Anything specific that you can share, anything that is unique you had. Maybe some interactions with Maharaj.
Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam. I will
Yes,
just
Prabhu.
share two things.
Yes, Prabhu.
Already regarding devotee care and devotee person, Prabhupada man, everyone has said it. I just want to add one more thing which I have heard in last few sessions of glorification, that Maharaji was concerned with everything when he was meeting with any big dignitaries also. So he was knowing how to deal with them so that mission of Prabhupada can proceed ahead. So one devotee was saying, our counselor only saying that when he went to Maharaji, so he sit down because Maharaji and devotee he sit down. So Maharaji said, no, you get up and sit with me. So he was hesitating how I can sit with Maharaji. Maharaji then boldly said, no, you get up and sit with me. So he get up and he sit with the Maharaji. Then that dignitary came inside. Then Maharaji introduced to him that he is so and so, and he is looking after the management of this project, and he is only taking after he gave the instruction and everything, and then the deal was over. Whatever thing was done, and then when he went out, then Maharaji said that in devotee we know what we have to do, what is the etiquette.
Yeah.
But when we are meeting with the other, that time we should not show like this. We have to be present royally to them ourselves. And in one more incident, it was saying that when in a stage, Maharaji was there, and one politician figure was also there. So the announcer was glorifying Maharaji too much. So Maharaji then passed message to him that to glorify that person also, VIP person also, that politician also. And then later on told that if we will not glorify them and in front of them we will glorify like Maharaji or so, so their false ego will hurt them. So we have to look up to that. So this whole thing shows how intelligently Maharaji was dealing with everyone.
So see, he's not only in the spiritual thing; he's expert. He's even in the material, understanding the mindsets of the material people. Also, he is very expert. Huh? So amazing, so nice, Prabhu, so sweet.
And the devotee who has done the video recording of this Maharaji in sleeping, when he was taking rest, he was doing aarti. He was saying that like this, every time we were devotee were with Maharaji. So one time Maharaji was in rest mode. He was saying that whatever money devotees are giving to me, you give this much money to this Kurukshetra Mandir, this much money to this temple, like this
in sleep. Oh, in sleep he's telling this. Oh my God.
This temple, like every time Maharaji, whether as we read now that the devotee never even sleep also they are in devotional service.
Also they are in devotional service.
Maharaji was from Maharaji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, last one
yes,
word,
yes, Prabhuji. Please, please.
Actually, when he was asked what is the secret of your success, he said, my morning sadhana and fear to offense to devotees.
Yeah.
So that Vaishnava is the two things which kept me going. So please pray for me so that I can develop.
Prabhu, we all have to pray to His Holiness Mahashnu Goswami Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Kṛṣṇa Goswami Maharaj, His Divine Geshe Prabhupada, and all the Guru Maharajas, all the wonderful Vaishnavas, that we all just stay together in distributing this this great. What is that? Anarpita Charim Chirad, Karunayavatirna Kalau, no? What Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us. And it is our great fortune that we are all together because of our Guru Maharajas, isn't it? Otherwise, how we will all be here together in our Vichar group, or when I'm coming to Dwarka or Pune or Hyderabad, anywhere else we go, we all are together in Mumbai or anywhere we go. We are all so nicely connected. Suchandra Prabhu, I have not met him till now in person. Prabhu, you remember, but we are meeting in online, but in front of each other we have not met. But we are so close that every single week we meet, and we are so happy. And Prabhu is such a senior devotee and is so humble. And Suresh Prabhu is there, so loving. Everybody is so that love is directly descending from Golok Vrindavan through all these wonderful Vaishnavas. Let's all pray to them to keep us all together in glorifying Srila Prabhupada and all of them. We will stop here. Thank you so much. It's an amazing 2.5 hours we had, 2 hours we had. And this is not the end, by the way. We keep on. We will keep going in this journey, in this nectar. We will keep going. Anytime we will share this thing in the WhatsApp group. Also, we can share in our discussions. Also, we can share. Yes, sir. Somebody was saying something. Was it Indu Mataji or?
Yeah, this is Dhriti actually.
Dhriti, yes. Yeah, Vijay Mataji's daughter. Yes, Dhriti.
Just one thing. I mean, it's a small story, but Like I just thought of sharing this.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mother and everybody, they used to go for giving Bhagavad Gita distributions reports. So at that time, like we had also gone along with them. So like they told that I used to help them to lift the boxes when the lift was not working or something like that, like to take the boxes to that location. So Maharaj was telling that she's a strong girl like that.
How he's observing every small thing. Huh? Kriti is a wonderful girl. She's there in Mira Road. We just attended 1 or 2 classes and we are so nice, so connected, Mataji and our 2 daughters and Prabhuji also. So nice to see you all. We will hope to meet you all once again in person. And there even more we can discuss. Dayalu Prabhu is so Dayalu. Maharaj has given me the best name. He will, even if I want to go by metro, he will say, no, Prabhu, you come, I will drive you in the car. And he will drive me from Dwarka all the way to wherever I have to go. And throughout the journey, we will just talk. Prabhu, next time. Yes,
would
Prabhu.
not like eager to take your association, like your Mahavishnu Maharaj, Srila Mahavishnu Maharaj, like mercifully given you to us so that we can take your
Likewise,
association.
Prabhu. Likewise, Prabhu. Likewise, everywhere. So, I mean, looking forward to the personal association. Vaishnav Prabhu, next time, wherever you are doing yatra, let's keep that entire bus journey discussing about the left out glories of Maharaj. Plan that,
sure,
either it is
Prabhuji.
onward or return. Then Jaipur, Karoli, we have done. Next, we should do something other places. And let's
I
have
discussed with Sri Gaur Prabhuji that Prabhuji, when we can keep a yatra for Prabhuji so that Prabhuji can come and we can have only Bhagavatam Charcha.
We'll work it out, Prabhu. Our spiritual masters and Spiritual Prabhupada will arrange it. Definitely something will come up. But more importantly is the Shravanam and Kirtanam of all the wonderful glories of Vaishnavas, the exalted Mahajanas. Thank you so much, Prabhu Mataji. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Mataji. We will see you all soon.
Thank you
On
so
the
much,
other
Prabhu.
side of
Thank you so much.
our
Hare Krishna.
Prabhupada Smaranam and Bhagavatam. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Dandavas.